What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Kind of Funny podcast. I'm one of your best friends, Greg Miller, alongside the producer / seducer, Nick Scarpino.
Now, when I asked Andy in the pre-show whether or not he had sex in a Best Buy, he dodged that question.
No. Did you pork?
I didn't hear what you said.
Did you pork?
God, that is nasty, Nick.
Did you pork?
But Hispanic heartthrob Andy Cortez, were people porking in the Best Buy back in wherever,
Gosh,
Texas?
I don't know, man.
They must have been, right?
They had to.
Remember in Varsity
Bad
Blues when
for
she
you.
fucks him on the washing machine? I imagine that's what it's like.
I don't want your
You're
life.
like, what a movie.
I'll also tell you, I've also been working on this, guys. I've also been working on this. Well, Mr. Potter. We're working on it.
It's getting there.
It sounds like he's gargling.
Yeah, that was some gargling shit.
Somebody save Snake. He's drowning.
10 points from Gryffindor.
It's
getting there.
Mr. Potter. Oh, mine's better than yours.
Mr. Potter.
Mr. Potter.
No, his is better, yeah.
Mr. Potter.
Mr. Potter.
I really don't like it.
Not from a Jedi.
Yes. That's what it seems
Over
like.
there, 30. Under 30.
Yeah.
A.K.A. the second best baby blues in San Francisco. A.K.A. the verified one at Tim Gettys.
Let's him host.
Yeah, yes, Nick Scarpino.
I'd like to put a motion out on the table. For
I'd
everyone to
love
vote
some
on.
motion in this ocean.
I'd like to put a motion out that we call Tim 30 over 30 now for the rest of his life.
That's rude.
Well, he's over 30.
Oh, he doesn't like that, though, you know.
Motion denied. Let's
Motion
vote.
denied.
Okay.
It's just factual. He's
No,
so...
what's crazy is we were talking.
got
Me
the
and Nick
award.
were talking about this a couple days ago on the drive to, I don't know, lunch. Whatever. It doesn't matter.
Probably to the mall.
Yes,
it's
yes,
where we always
it's
go
always
to
the goddamn mall.
To the mall or Hawaiian
we're- like,
place.
it's crazy to think about how old we all are now compared to when we started
God,
Kind
right?
of Funny and all that. Like, Barrett is, I don't know, how old is he now? 24, 25?
Something like that. Mid-20s.
He was 23, I remember. I don't think he
At
just
some
turned
point he was
24.
24, but I don't know if he's turned 25 yet. But I was 25 when I left IGN.
Yeah. I was
And you
25
were
when I
talking about
started
yeah,
IGN.
and it's like to think about that. That's
IGN, I
that's
started the
nuts.
company.
Like when we, Colin was 30 before we left
Yeah.
IGN, and he was second youngest.
Youngest, yeah.
Yeah.
Greg's always a little bit older than
Hey, it's
him,
me,
and
everybody,
I'm
Greg.
Ancient.
Old.
Yeah, it's crazy to think
It's
about.
very weird,
that I'm
man.
30 now.
I mean,
It's
I'm
like
going to be turning 40
adult
next
shit.
year.
Barrett's 24.
4-0.
4-0.
Yeah.
Like Bernie was turning 40 when we were first starting. It
My
felt like.
one of my friends was like, we were talking over the weekend. He was like, "What do you do for 40? If like a bunch of us are turning 40, are you gonna throw one big 40 party?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not doing that. I'm
I'm
not
not.
sharing my 40 or my 40. If I'm doing anything, it's gonna be whatever I want to do. And right now, I'm angling toward massive skydiving party. What do you guys think? You guys
Massive
have
skydiving.
No?
Edward
Okay.
40 hands, man.
Oh, that's
Come
great.
on,
What does that
yeah.
mean? I don't understand it.
It's where you take two 40s and you duct tape
Oh,
your hands
God,
and you
until
can't get
you
them off
finish
until
it.
you finish
Terrible
them.
idea. How
Hey,
do you
40.
pee?
Yeah, there
Just
was
pee in
always
your
people
pants?
at school that did the Edward 40 hands.
At school, wow.
Yeah.
Dangerous. How'd you hide it from the
Second
teacher?
period chemistry.
Like, I hope beer goes with this.
Just mix it all up. No, yeah, it's ridiculous how young we all were.
Ridiculous.
I got another Harry Potter reference. We're doing an
In
Harry
review.
Potter in review if you didn't know. Everybody's very into it. But yeah, you look back at that stuff, it's crazy.
Yeah.
And now we're so old.
Like,
So
I
old.
can't imagine being Barrett's age.
No?
Yeah.
24,
You
whole
used to
life
be.
ahead of you?
I did used
Yeah.
to be, yeah.
When
I
I,
was-
when I met you, you were younger than Barrett's
I was
age.
younger than Barrett.
I was 23 when I started at IGN.
Nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I was 20, just barely 25. No, almost 26.
I was always the old dude, so I'm not used to like.
But you look so young, I hate it.
I'm not used to being
Yeah,
the
you're
young
confusing.
dude because like I went to. I spent so much time like not in college, so when I was actually in college and at the Art Institute, everybody was like 18, 19, 20, and I was always like the 24-year-old guy.
Yeah.
The 25.
You were the one that could buy them all beer.
24-year-old guy.
Huh?
Smart. You were the one that could buy them all beer, so they liked you. They're like, let's get the old guy to buy us beer.
Yeah.
And you're like, let's go into a Best Buy and pork.
Yeah, I had just turned 21 going to IGN.
Isn't that wild?
Because like the ability to drink was fresh.
Yeah, I remember you were like, I don't want to drink. And I was like,
Zero.
here's your entry, just a Jack and Coke. And you were like, this tastes horrible.
It
and then after a
does.
year,
It
you're
still
like,
does.
it tastes a little less horrible.
That's when he was the pure one. That was the pure one. You didn't want to drink
I'm
on
not pure
pure
anymore. I'm not under 30. God, we have to change everything.
It's nuts. You're
Not
pretty
verified.
Pure, so.
I guess I am verified.
What? Yeah, what are you talking about? They can't take that away
verified
from
across
you.
Yeah,
the
but I'm
board.
not the verified one. You're verified too.
Hell yeah, I am
You
on
know what I mean?
Instagram.
We're the
You know what I
verified
mean?
ones.
Yeah, but
You know
they
what?
can take that away from you.
It's
You're right.
funny, Timothy, that you
Yes.
bring that up. Because we
I
don't
go by
play on
Timothy
this
now that I'm
show.
over 30.
Exactly, you have to, right? You want to seem respectable to all your students. You're going to start wearing bomber jackets with the patches on the elbows, you know what I mean? Over on patreon.com/kindafunny, Andrew Francis himself wrote in with a question.
King!
Is it better / more important to be Instagram famous or Twitter famous?
Instagram if you are on Twitter. If you're on Tinder.
Makes sense. That checks out.
Instagram
That
if
way
you're,
you got the best of both worlds.
if you're on Tinder.
Really?
Because,
Is that a thing now?
Because like the thing is, I feel like a lot of Tinder, a lot of dating apps are all about getting that social following up. I don't know if a lot of these hot dudes and gals are, or my non-binary folk are even trying to date. I feel like a lot of it is
Just trying to
I'm
game the
hot as
system?
fuck. Check out my Twitter profile.
See, I of course don't use Tinder, right? But
Oh, is that what I meant?
Same
Yeah,
difference.
what I browse the Reddit and I subscribe to the Tinder on Reddit because it's all these funny stories and funny little conversations between people trying to fuck. And I see the ones on there occasionally of like, it's once in a while there'll be a joke about following me on Instagram. I didn't realize this is like a
Well, it's not even like a follow me thing. It's just like
Awareness, brand awareness.
it's just the
Should we be on Instagram?
The at is always in there.
Should we be on Tinder?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I can say
That's a good
100%.
no.
Yes. What?
I have to call my wife. I have to call
we're
my
not,
wife.
We're not the people he's talking about. Like if
So
you
did-
see the people he's talking
Follow me
about
on
on
this, though.
Bachelor in
I see
Paradise
where
right now.
I see
They're
where
not.
Greg's going with
Yes.
this.
Yeah, they're not
I see where
us.
Greg's going with this. We get.
I'm thinking about it.
We get Shark Finnegan to come up. Me and Greg go to the beach. We get in Speedos and we take a bunch of sexy pictures of ourselves.
And it's
we
each
get
one of us.
our
I
think you guys
asses
just
on
still
Tinder.
follow me
You're
on
still
this.
missing the logic here. It's like not us dressing sexy. It's us being sexy.
Yeah,
It's
no,
I'm
like-
sexy all the time.
With 6 1
Yeah, but like you're not.
Think about it though. This could just be a viral ad campaign that blows up. But what it is like I put it out there. My radius is 3 million miles or whatever, and I'm there. And when you get to me, right? And I made it
Saturn,
for
we're like,
you get to
I
me.
don't. Do I have to, at the start? Like it's still separated by men and women. Like is it separated by looking for everybody, looking for women,
Yeah,
looking
I
for
believe
men?
so, yeah.
If I can go everybody, does that put me in front of everybody, or just other people who are looking for
Probably
everybody?
look-
Other people who are looking for everybody.
Shit, that's tough.
So you have to have. Okay, here's the thing. 3 different accounts.
Wait, I don't know. I'm confused.
Yes.
There it is. 3
Oh
different
my
accounts.
God.
There you
Yes.
go.
And we do it. And literally, it's just, it's shirtless Spider-Man. It's a bunch of other shit. But literally, stop. And then the thing is just, hey, everybody, my name's Greg and I'm on the internet. I have a company called Kind of Funny. I'm happily married. So I just wanted to wish you luck. Come watch our videos. That's it. That's all it is.
Yeah, no.
That's a brilliant idea.
Okay.
I'm on Today's Show tomorrow if I do that.
Well, okay, I like that.
The
That's
Tomorrow Show.
That's a
They're like,
good,
and in
a
other
good goal.
news, this fat guy from San Francisco is just wishing people goodwill on Twitter or Tinder.
Yeah, it's like that one really nice guy on Pornhub.
I
who,
love
like,
that. Yeah, the guy that does porn videos, but they're not porn videos.
It's like I kiss you after sex and then I go make you a sandwich. Those are like the videos that he
That's
posts
awesome.
up.
That's really good.
They're just very like endearing, nice things.
Sure.
There was a comic over the weekend named Frank Castillo that has.
Why do I know him?
He opens for a lot of people. He's getting pretty big. He won like Roast Battle down in and I mean he's just been up there a couple times. He opened for Mo Amer when he came up here, but he has a great joke. That's the premise of which I'm not ruining the joke for him, but is that like he's like, did you know that anyone can start a Pornhub channel now? Like any couples. And what's hilarious is I was like, I did know that, but it didn't occur to me that that's something that you could just do. Like I know that sounds crazy as like a
KFAF.
like I look because I'm so used to couples being like, oh, it's amateur, but it's not really amateur because they're kind of and that line now is so blurred that I'm like, all 4 of us could start a Pornhub channel.
I mean, yeah, definitely.
And
And
just-
then we could have that little the don. Wow.
the most amazing motion graphics ever.
Yeah.
We're like, who did the Pornhub? Gago, laptop, mobile, jacket. You know,
You're really
you
thought it through?
It's one of those things. The first time I saw it, I was like, do I refresh this to look at that again, or do I just keep watching the porn that I'm going to watch? I don't know.
It's good
Yeah,
shit.
that's just really funny. What a
Yeah,
weird world.
Instagram versus Twitter. I feel like it really depends on what your goals are. Because if your goal is being on Tinder and meeting people, Instagram for sure. If your goal is
No, I don't even think it's
success,
I don't think it's meeting people. I think it's
I think it
just
means like for internet fame.
extending the
No,
reach.
but I think it's both though. Like if you're trying to meet people, you need the Instagram is essentially your resume.
Sure, yeah.
It's better than it's your real profile. No one looks at your Tinder profile as the actual thing they're interested in. They go to your Instagram to see what you're like.
Sure.
What
you do.
Yeah, what you like to eat.
You don't think professionally
shit.
though? Like, I mean, if you're trying to get a job, you don't think people's first instinct would be Twitter?
Well, my thing is professionally, short-term gain is Instagram. Instagram, you get the things, you get the quick influencer deals.
Sure.
You're popping off fucking weird, whatever the hell.
You're
it
popping
is.
off left and right in eyes
Left
and
and right.
stuff.
That's
You're
it.
posting,
I feel like
you're
Twitter
posting
is
ads for
more
like
of
weird
like
mobile games.
Like
more broad.
It's like if you're trying to build a very. I think it's not broad. I think it's more specific. It's more dialed in.
Really, I feel so
Depending on the
opposite.
industry you're in.
I feel like Instagram is like the niche thing, and Twitter is you have to be as broad as humanly possible. But I guess, I don't know. I just feel like Instagram is the harder platform, so I gravitate more toward that because I'm like, I want to grow more on that because it makes me think more about the stuff that I have to do. But I also just feel like people use that. The people I follow use that as more like thought-provoking content.
Twitter?
As opposed to, no, Instagram, which is weird. I feel like Twitter is just like...
There's been a huge move. I love Instagram. I think Instagram is
thing.
my current favorite social media platform. And I think it is just the fact that it is image-based, which I love. And then if you want to, there are like the inspiring stories or the history behind what they're talking about or whatever kind of information there for it. Whereas Twitter is more about like, here's a link. I'm linking you somewhere else. I'm showing you an article. I'm showing you a video. It's breaking news to an article and something like that. That's how I'm using Twitter more and more. Is like Twitter is more the news feed, whereas in the early days it was more social. Whereas now I'm starting to unfollow people. It's just like you're not providing me with stuff for Games Daily or the other shows or whatever information on the things I love. Whereas Instagram now has become the what are you up to? I want to know what you're doing in your life, Jessica Chobot. Like, show me what's going on. You know, and what are you up to with this kid?
Jessica's posts lately have been fascinating. Like,
she's like, her whole new life. She's traveling all over the place.
Life. It's great. Yeah. And we wish her the best for Instagram. Yeah,
we gotta get her up for Week with Friends.
God, I know she would.
I know she would. We talk about it all the time whenever she's we do the dice.
God, that would be
not a chance.
Not a chance.
You don't think so?
She's too big for us now.
Yeah.
I would love to sit, even just to listen to that, but just to sit and tell old stories about IGN. Because Jess was there like when the team was. I think you were there before her.
No,
really? Did she predate you?
Yeah, she predated me. She was
that's right. She was insider
established.
stuff.
Yeah, she was that, and she was doing weekly. Weekly had already been going for a while by the time I got there.
That's right. Yeah, so she's got. It was like I remember she came on board when it was like I think there was only like 4 or 5 of us on the team total, and she was working out of LA contracting and stuff. So. Man, she was there when the time was totally different, before YouTube, before all that stuff. It'd be really fascinating to hear. And also, I don't really know, like I've seen anecdotally stuff that she's done. Like I know the battle bots and I know the Nerdist stuff and all that things, but I don't know what else she's got going on. So it'd be so cool to be like, just update us in the last like 10 years of your life since you left IGN. Like, what's it been like?
She'd be like, I hosted the DICE Awards 3 times with Greg and it's been great. End of story.
Some people say she outshined her male counterpart in that one, but I don't know.
Did they?
Just now.
A lot of people.
I'm joking. You guys make a great team. That's why it'd be fun.
I know. I'm trying to get out of this thing all the time. Just go on the road with her. Do the paranormal show.
Jess is always one of those people that like, dude, it's just it's so fun to hang out with that person. She's so cool and just fucking really sharp.
Yeah, no, totally.
Fuck you up if you say the wrong thing.
Oh no, she doesn't dick shit. No, she'll knock you down.
Good thing none of us ever say the wrong thing.
That's why I'm excited. I'm like, I can't wait to see it. We got to get her up. That'd be fun.
Yeah, Nick Scarpino and her on a We Have Cool Friends. I would just stand back and watch that. See what happens.
I'll tell
there.
you exactly what it's going to turn into. We're just going to talk about Fran.
Talk shit about Fran. Yeah. I want in, please.
You can do Shock Mike. You can do Shock Mike for it. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the Kinda Funny podcast. Each and every week, usually four best friends gather on this table, each bringing their lives to the table to talk to you about whatever they want to talk about. If you like that, head over to patreon.com/kindafunny, where you can get every episode early, ad-free, with a pre and post show. You can watch it live as we record it, so that if we do fuck up, you see everything. If you have no bucks to toss our way, or just don't feel like you want to support us, we understand. Head over to youtube.com/kindafunny, roosterteeth.com, and podcast services around the globe each and every Friday. You can get the show there with ads, with no pre and post show, but you get it for free. So it's like the trade-off. You know what I mean? It's a trade-off.
Mm-hmm. It's a trade of goods, Greg. Like,
goods
you supply me with that. I supply you with oil and wood.
Okay.
And corn. Things that I need.
Like
cool.
what? Like
Corn too.
We're trading. We're
Like-
bartering.
some sort of lamp oil?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can see in the dark?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because Greg doesn't like electricity.
No.
It's true.
Wow. He doesn't believe in it.
I like to, you know what I like to do though?
What's up?
I like to trade information with you, Andy.
What's up?
Similar to how last night I threw up the bat signal of, guess what? Square Pies guys, they deliver now. To which you guys answered and then ordered Square Pie guys here as well. And I was very
Was
proud
it
of you guys.
good?
I was very,
We sure
That
did.
was fantastic.
Yeah,
God, it was so good.
it was a really, really swell night, Greg. We're sitting there, and I know I got a night ahead of me. Everybody's in the office. We're all hanging out.
Everybody's here?
Well, me,
Joseph?
Tim, Joey, Barrett, Cool Greg.
Oh, shit,
no,
man.
Cool Greg
Everybody's
was in
here.
here.
Everybody's here.
Cool Greg was in here. And I was like, I'm gonna order some Square Pie guys because I wanted to do it yesterday.
Yeah.
I want to let you know, Greg, that you didn't like beat me to the punch because I thought of it.
Okay.
I was gonna do it on Monday.
No, they're closed on
And they're
Mondays.
closed. Yeah, I checked the app, Caviar.
Yeah.
They're closed. I was like, God fucking damn it. I was so pissed off. But then last night I was like, I'm going to do Square Pie guys. And Joey was like, oh, man, I was about to leave, but maybe I'm in. And then Tim fucking struts his ass in the door, that tight,
cute
fucking
little
cute
ass.
ass.
Red.
And he was like, I mean, if we're doing this, let's do it.
I was at that point where I'm like, I'm either going home right now.
Yeah.
Or I'm hanging out
Or
for
I'm
another hour
here
and
to
a half.
fucking party, and it was like, oh,
It
we're
was
getting some
great,
goddamn
dude.
pie guys.
We got two, and Nick, they're learning. They're learning the Pepperoni Diplomacy Act of 2019.
Yeah.
You order more
Sokovia
pep,
Act.
and you order more pep, Nick.
Yeah.
Because again, my problem, Greg. What are you looking at?
I'm lost at what the Pepperoni Act is and
Because they
how
put
they're
a lot
learning.
of pepperoni on these
The
pizzas. so I'm
Pepperoni
trying to figure out
Diplomacy
what-
Act of 2019.
I'm not familiar with this. Please, I'm sorry. I'm behind
you
on
should look it
history.
up, bro.
All right. Well, we talked about it recently, I think, or on maybe I was on last week's KFF.
Maybe it
We
was.
talked about it recently somewhere. Maybe a
Yeah,
KFF.
yeah, you're right.
But,
I'm sorry.
No
I'm
wonder
hip
I
with
missed
now.
it. You know, sorry.
Company has a lunch. Company has a lunch. I'm
Yep.
not gonna name it. I'm not gonna name any
Oh.
companies in particular. Maybe it's this one. Maybe it's every other company I've also worked for. Let's order pizza for the whole company.
Yep.
Let's order 5 larges.
with you right now.
One
I was
pepperoni.
lost at first, but I'm right there on
One
the page with you.
tangerine and fucking octopus.
Subterranean, some dirt and tree pizza.
My favorite one was fucking
Calamari.
Nick was like, "Yeah, let's get some fucking anchovy and guava pizza." It was just the word guava that said it. But then here's the thing. The pepperoni's the first to fucking go, and then all the other shitty pizzas left. And I go back for the pepperoni, and it's all gone.
Yeah.
I don't want all this other shitty pizza,
Just
dude.
get pepperoni.
So we followed the Diplomacy Act of
Exactly.
2019.
So what, you got 2
We
peps?
got 2 peps. We got one fucking, who knows?
Why?
Vegetation
The Mean Green
sensation.
Machine, whatever.
Whatever the
no,
fuck it's
that
called.
one's really good.
The mean green. Oh yeah, that's a really good one.
I'll say also the.
But that's sausage, isn't it? It's not pepperoni.
No, but what he said. What,
Yeah,
I'm
two
sorry.
peps
Let me
and we
back
got
up.
Oh, you
Let me back
got
up.
3
Yeah.
pizzas. My
Back up.
apologies.
What Andy is saying, and so as everyone knows what the Great Pepperoni Diplomacy Act of 2019 was,
Yeah.
is that here are the rules henceforth that I would like again to submit for you guys for a vote. Okay, we've already voted Tim's new nickname down. I appreciate that. I'm not bitter.
So you're
about
bringing
it.
another thing to the table.
Bringing another thing. I'm not.
All right,
I'm
cool.
bringing another thing to the table.
I appreciate it. I
From
applaud
now
it.
on, here's what we're going to do. Here's what I would submit to you for your adjudication.
Yeah, I'm listening. I'm excited
Is
about
that
this.
when we order pizzas and someone goes, how many pizzas should we get? And the consensus is a number. That is the number of pepperoni pizzas you get. And then you can order any other extraneous pizzas on top of that if you want. Because what I'm tired of, and this is I don't even eat pizza. It's not true. Sometimes I eat the toppings off and then eat the pizza itself too. But what I'll say is I'm so tired of it being like, let's get 2 and then let's be adventurous. Why? We have the means to just get 3 pepperoni pizzas. That's enough for 3 of us. Each one gets a pizza.
That's
and then
definitely
we
enough.
can try the guacamole and guava and anchovy pizza over here. That might have just a sprig
We
of
could do the
pineapple
mango.
leaf.
We could do the mango nectarine mint
Yeah.
julep. Fucking
Man, they used to do it all the time. They used to
lavender
get,
pizza.
Remember that idea? They used to get extreme pizza?
Yeah.
And you would miss it because you were in a meeting or something.
Yeah.
You'd go out and it would just be the artichoke.
Just
It would-
supreme
you're like,
garbo.
Yeah.
I'm 100% with this act, and I vote that it passes.
I'm not. I'm against it.
What?
To an extent. I like getting the 3 pepperonis. No, I think that it should be.
I think it should be
2 pepperonis.
66%.
Yes, I'm okay
Percentage.
with that because I
No,
understand
because-
where everyone's at. The problem, I've said
what
this
everyone
before,
does. You
pepperoni
open-
overrated as pizza.
It's not.
It
It's
is
the goat.
The problem is everything. It's so greasy. The pepperoni brings too much grease. You need the other meat to kind of like settle it
No,
down.
that's not how that works at all.
It
No.
totally is. All
It's
the
co-
time when we get these goddamn pizzas, every single time. Every
See,
single time.
I'll agree that like we've definitely ordered pizzas that are like way too greasy, but that's because you have bad taste in pizza.
Oh,
You're
No,
bringing this
we get
round
Goat
table.
Hill.
You're bringing this round table.
Goat
Hill's
thing.
good.
is not too greasy.
Yeah, it is.
My table's good too.
Goat Hill is the problem here. We need to never
not
order
true.
from there
You don't like
again.
that?
Because every time it's the greasiest pepperoni you'll ever damn have.
that's not true.
And then we get this other pizza. Why do we keep getting this other pizza? The white sauce one with the
I don't-
chicken and
I have
stuff?
No,
and
the one, you mean
weird
the one with the
purple onions?
gigantic garlic
Because here's the
cloves
thing:
on it? It's
is
disgusting.
that it's good. It's a
not.
good pizza.
It's not.
It's the problem of it's just too much for a day.
I feel like
Too much for a lunch.
I don't know that anyone's enjoyed it ever.
Kevin loves it. I love it. I've enjoyed it. I'm not, but I agree 100%. Last time we did the Goat Hill, when Professor McGonagall, of course, pizza. Last time we did the Goat Hill, I remember the order being placed, and I was like, "This seems like it's not enough pep," and it sure wasn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that happens.
it's just
but
a
now
matter
we're all
of-
communicating.
I've never been to a pizza party or a birthday party and thought to myself, there's too much goddamn pepperoni here.
Yeah.
I've never
know.
thought about
Many
that.
times.
I've
Very
never looked
often.
at a
'cause you got bad
table
taste
of
in pizza.
pizza and thought somebody ordered too much of the best kind of pizza. I have seen only pepperoni pizzas and thought to myself, somebody's fucking smart and obviously read the 2019 Pepperoni Diplomacy Act of 2019.
Yeah.
Like, clearly.
From kindoffunny.com, I see a representative, Kevin Coelho, raising his hand.
Yes.
So what do you have for me, Kevin?
I just want to say that last time we were to Goat Hill Pizza, there was a pizza that I just threw out 2 days ago. It was not the Pork Boy. It was another.
Is that Supreme?
It was the Supreme.
See, that's the thing is I
the
feel
Pork
like
Boy got eaten.
Pork Boy does move. It's the
was it just
Supreme
me?
that just shows up with its black olives and green peppers, and everybody's like, "Why? Why?"
Yeah.
I love Supreme. I hate Supreme from Goat Hill.
Okay,
That's the big problem.
that's fair.
Now, I wish this act had been placed when we went to go. I believe it was the day we all went to go watch Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, but you and Jen
Yeah,
were
we went to
watching
Square
another
Pie Guys.
movie.
Yeah.
We went to Square Pie Guys, and the same thing happened there.
Yeah.
It was one pepperoni, it was one buffalo something, and it was one something
Buffalo
else.
chicken pizza is pretty great. That's what I got. last night.
And I'm not faulting you for liking it.
Thank you very much.
But here's the problem. I get one fucking slice of pep, and I turn and I blink, and the pep is all gone. And there's everying else
Gone.
left.
Now, correct
move
me if I'm
fast?
wrong.
Here's-
Correct me if I'm
No.
wrong. Real quick, everybody, correct
Why
me.
not?
Let's keep our attentions down. Attentions down. Correct me if I'm
Pissed
wrong.
off right now.
Didn't we solve the problem by just going and ordering another pepperoni?
That's what I'm saying.
Again,
See?
the 2 for 1.
No, so
That's
here's the
the
thing.
ratio.
That
when
is the
you're there,
Diplomacy Act.
you can do that.
Yeah. Oh, go sure, but delivery totally different story.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I'm with
crazy.
you. I'm with the Pepperoni Pizza Act of 1920.
Diplomacy Act.
I'm saying what we do is we do that, and if you ever get another pizza, right, then you just get a cheese.
Just
Everybody
get a
loves cheese,
dude.
If
Get a
we should
goddamn
never.
cheese.
If
I'll
there's
take cheese over pep any day. If there was a cheese pizza in front of me, I would take that slice. You get an extra slice of pep because I'm not eating
That's
that
a great
pep
point.
slice.
Here's what I'm gonna say.
Wow,
Here's what I'm gonna say.
we're coming to a.
If you smelt it, you dealt it. That's what I'm going to say. Okay.
Yeah.
If you smelt it, you dealt it. Okay.
If you denied it, you
Meaning,
supplied it.
If everyone goes, hey, what does everyone want? And I go, I want pepperoni. I better only ever get pepperoni. If you go, oh, you know, we should get the honey barbecue rhubarb. That's what we should get. Then you have to just eat that fucking pizza.
Fair. That's fair. I
That's
agree
what
with
you
that.
got to eat.
I agree with
if
that.
you're the guy that's like, let's be adventurous, then guess what? You get to climb the fucking mountain without
Who
a
is
rope
that
on your arm.
guy?
I want the romaine.
throwing-
meat.
That thing went up and went down. This guy is bad.
At Square Pie Guys, when we got the million pizzas the first time, that was just because it's the first
You wanna
time.
try it.
Sure, the
Yeah,
menu.
yeah.
I wanted you guys to taste the rainbow, and then when you like the pep, we double on the pepper. I'll fucking eat. That was a big problem for me last night. I'm getting ready to play a game for review. I'm having a good night. Jen's out of town, so no more yak. You know,
right, totally.
Portillo's not being
Oh,
an
he's
asshole for a change. I'm like, I want to order a pizza, and it was going to be Square Pie Guys, and so it was. Do I get the buffalo chicken or do I get the 6x8, which is all pepperoni, right? And it was I sat there for a long time, like the meme, with the two buttons and the sweat drop, like trying to figure
That's
it
a
out.
good meme.
Thank you very much. And I eventually went buffalo chicken, but I couldn't go wrong. It's just that I
Because
want.
you love both of them. That's
do.
what I'm
I do.
saying.
I know.
That's what I'm saying. But I feel like the majority of human beings will always take a pepperoni, except this fucking guy. Except this fucking
It's fine.
guy.
Right.
You order the cheese.
And that's fine.
Guess what, everyone?
Don't you
That's
guys?
And
Tim's
that's fine.
cheese.
I'll
Let
eat
Tim
the
eat the
pep.
cheese.
It's
Let
just
Tim
like
eat
the
the
pep's
cheese.
the pep's the guarantee that I'm not going to feel good later. Always, because the grease.
But I come at this from the other angle, right? When I do eat pizza, I order way too much, and I want it to be cold. I put it in a Ziploc bag, I put it in the refrigerator. It's cold the next day,
Beautiful.
and that pep has solidified.
Oh my God.
And it's just salty, and it's like a salty, crispy, cold
I
chip
gotta-
on top
Yeah,
of the
but
pizza.
so here's the
It's
problem.
so good.
Here's the problem, Nick. You just want pepperoni. Just buy pepperoni.
Again.
You don't like pepperoni pizza.
Again, you guys don't understand. When you just scrape the cheese off, it's not as fun as scraping the cheese and the pepperoni off.
Sure.
And you can eat it as like a meal.
Yeah, I'm pretty stoked right now. I'm not even eating it tonight because I got a dinner date with an old friend in town. But still have a pepper or a buffalo chicken slice sitting there in a little Tupperware, ready to go when I'm ready to break
we
it
had
out.
some leftovers last night, and trust me, there was one slice of pepperoni left over,
Yeah.
and I walked by it several times last night.
Yeah.
And it was fucking 2:30 in the morning. I'm looking at this pepperoni
Should've done
slice
it.
with the
Should've done
fucking
it.
toasted ass.
Crispy edges.
Bold pepperoni shapes.
Oh, yeah, the cups.
They got
Oh
some
my
good
God.
pep at
And I
Square
was
Pie Guys.
so close to reheating, and I was like, Andy, don't fucking do it.
That's
dude.
what I did last night. Is I had the two pieces. I'm taking down this bad boy myself. I had the two pieces. These are thick ass pies. If you haven't seen Square Pie Guys,
I think Cool Greg had the last one right now. I'm
is
pretty
that what
sure.
he just walked in with?
No. But he was like, "We got pizza," and I was like, "Yeah, in the fridge." Right, Cool Greg. What did you think of Square Pie Guys? Yeah, he said an oh yeah, thumbs up.
I will
He said
give-
it's good, eh?
I'll give them also a thumbs up for finally somebody figured out how to utilize all the square inches of the pizza box.
Totally.
Because there's always been a problem of mine, right? Why, as a human species, have we evolved to think it's acceptable to make a circular pizza in a square pizza box. That's just dumb. And these guys figured it out. I came in and I saw the boxes were exactly the size of the pizza, and I was like,
Perfect.
fucking genius.
They're cute as hell.
You're eliminating the shift probability.
Yeah.
The probability shift. When we know
Probability
that can
shift.
bend the pizza sometimes. Bad idea.
Now, Andy, I want to add to this little diplomacy act and all that.
Hold on.
I give you,
Motion act.
with the power invested in me, the ability to just take 2 slices of pep at a time to placehold at your desk, so you don't need to stress about when you're gonna want a second slice.
Right.
You're the Mr. Pep Man.
I was gonna say, as Andy is Mr. Pet Man, he can take as many slices as he wants.
Yeah, take 'em-
honestly,
take 'em for reserve.
Andy should take as many as he wants, and then if he doesn't want, I don't mind him going back in the box. You know what I mean?
This is empowering right now.
So what I'm doing here is, you want to throw this up, Kev? It's the Instagram Foursquare Pie Guys. You see how thick the slices are. Again, it's Detroit style pizza.
Click on that top center photo.
Right
oh
there.
my
Look at
god!
that
Look at the
beautiful baby.
cup
Look at that beautiful baby.
pepperonis.
That's a solid. By the way, when you
Oh
eat
my
these things,
God.
people at home,
Yeah.
be forewarned. It is a 2 slices in 1 slice.
Yeah.
It is like you took 2 slices and balled them up into a square.
And
Because
that-
I ate 1 barbecue, or what was it, buffalo chicken, and I was like, I am full for 3 days.
Yeah.
And that was the thing last night, is that I was having such a good night with it. I ate it's four slices, 4 big slices there. I had 2 of them, and I was like, here's where I should stop. Keyword should. And then went in for the 3rd. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I will regret this, but I need to do it.
See,
It's
that's
so good.
That's
No,
the
you have to.
problem. Is I think that I'm a 2.5 slice guy for these.
Okay.
That and I think you are too. I think that's where the problem.
We should cut 'em in half. Here, cut 'em in
half.
That,
Here's the thing,
but we have that solution here.
I submit for you the solution of the
Is this
grandma cut.
The grandma cut.
Okay, where you take the knife and you cut it down the center, and you do it so poorly that one side's huge and the other one is just a sliver of a piece of pizza. And
then what
just
slice
gotta-
do you get?
You just got to get whichever one you get.
Well, you're going to eat both of them at some point. Because that's the thing, too. I was like, when I had it last time, I'm going to have just a bite of it. And then I'll put them both away. No chance. You know what I mean? It was game on at that point.
I still think about that wondrous, wonderful thing.
It was yesterday.
When we went to Square Pie Guys,
Yeah.
and the extra pizza was ordered,
Yeah.
and I was like, you know what? I ate a lot of wings to supplement the fact that I only had 1 slice of pep. Just give me half a slice. And of course, I didn't eat half the slice because
Yeah.
the other slice,
Why would
the
you
other
do
half
that?
of it was looking at
that
me.
little temptress.
My mouth's watering just thinking about it right now, and it's just you just put a bunch of red pepper on it.
Yeah.
I'm with you, Tim. If you want to get just cheese, the thing that I find really a real neat thing to do is just put a bunch of red pepper on just cheese.
Make
and
your own adventure.
and you get the spices.
Spice
Get
up
the
your life.
spices, yeah.
All the boys and all the girls.
Kind of funny housekeeping for you. If you're watching this on Friday or as we're live on Sunday, Barrett and I are doing a 10th anniversary of Batman Arkham Asylum, twitch.tv/kinda funny stream. You can tune in at noon, where Barrett the Boy Wonder will play through the entirety of Batman Arkham Asylum. He thinks he can do it in 5 hours. I'll be here to read your chats and yell at him.
Remember when you were like, I'm gonna play through every like the Walking Dead games back when there was 2 of them, and you're like, I'm just gonna do it in one sitting, and then you did.
Yeah,
That didn't
I
seem like
regret
a
that.
good decision.
I
Yeah.
remember regretting that.
We'll
It was
see how this goes.
in the spare bedroom studio at 3 a.m, desperately trying to finish Clementine's second season. Remember that PAX West is next week. If you're going, I'm hosting a Guild Wars 2 panel offsite. Anybody's free to come, even if you're just in the Seattle area. Friday morning, then Friday afternoon at 4:30, I'm hosting a Kinda Funny Games showcase. 10 different games are showing up to show you their games, their wares. I'll interview each one of the developers. That's at 4:30, and then the Inner Sight Championship for the Kinda Funny Pear Schneider Cup is Saturday at 9 p.m. You can get the full run at kindafunny.com/events. Thank you to our Patreon producers, Mark,
Starvaggi.
Kieran O'Donnell, Sam Davis. Today we're brought to you by Upstart and Quip, but I'll tell you about that later. For now, take it away, Tim.
I have a topic I want to bring too. This table. Saw this on Twitter like a week ago, and I was like, ooh, I can't wait till the 4 of us fine gentlemen are back here to talk this out. Kev, can you bring it up, please? So this tweet is from @W Stuart Ross.
Antifa.
There are 42 movies that have made $1 billion worldwide.
Interesting.
How many did you see in theaters? So these are the 42 most successful movies of all time as of the posting of this tweet.
Okay.
So I wanted to go through and see who here has seen the most of these movies. Who here has seen the least? Any other factoids?
Can I make
that we might get
Can I
for
make a
this?
prediction?
Yes.
I will say that.
Ooh, I like this. Yeah, guess.
I will say that.
I think we're gonna tie.
I think Greg has seen the most.
Fewest.
Wow.
The most.
I think the
Greg
I
fewest.
like
Miller.
you. I appreciate that.
But I'm only saying that because
Don't look at it.
A lot of these titles are going to be the bigger name titles, and that's the only time that
Greg goes to the theater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so here's the thing: being the herald
Geralt?
The Herald?
The Herald of Galactus.
You're the-
Are you
the
so
Are you a harlot?
Harold and Kumar.
Yeah, you are Harold. We've gone too
In
far.
review, there's a lot of times when we're making decisions of what shows, what movies we're going to do. A lot of that's based on like how popular could this possibly be. So it's like a lot of those times we choose the franchises that are the most popular or whatever. So it's like thinking about that. It's like which of these movies have we all seen in theaters? And there's a glaring lack for me of a couple of these. Harry Potter.
Harry Potter's, yeah.
I don't know
definitely
how much
those.
that's going to take me down.
Probably not that much.
I
'cause
think it's
feel
going to be
like-
last on the list.
Yeah, I feel like the only last couple will probably made that list as it got more popular. I bet like 1 through 4 didn't hit 1 billion, but that's just me haphazardly guessing.
Kevin, can you put this link in assets so I can look at it on my phone?
Well, here, I think we should go one by one. Whatever we should do is open up a counter app. That way you can count
What's a
as you
counter
go.
app?
Like an online counter?
There's an app for that.
Just Google counter like I did. I came up with tallycounterstore.com/online-counter. You'll find it. So Andy, let's do a prediction too of who we think has seen the most. Andy's predicting me.
I'm predicting that. Fuck no, never mind.
Oh wow, fuck you.
Yeah.
Are we doing it just people at this table? Because
Yeah,
because Kevin's going to destroy us at all this because he sees every freaking movie.
I'll say I vote that
There's
Greg
legacy there though. I don't know how
Yeah,
far
this is
back
old
that
people.
I'll
legacy
say that
goes.
Greg has seen the most,
Okay.
and I'm going to say that I've seen the least.
Oh, I like this. Okay, I am voting that Nick has seen the most and that Andy's seen the least.
Okay.
Actually, no. I'm gonna stick with Andy. I'm gonna stick with Andy.
At this table,
Yes.
I think I've seen the most.
All right,
And I
then-
have one reason for that
Shit, I
that I'll
should've said
reveal in 15
Because you
seconds.
already looked at the list.
Okay, who's the least?
No, I
Small.
didn't.
Who's the least?
Least?
You're saying you're the most. You've seen the most. Who's seen the least?
I think it's me.
I think it's Andy.
I think I'm the
Candy
safe
Andy.
bet.
But he is also doing now. Stop.
15
He's also
seconds
doing
have
that thing he
passed.
does when we do that faking it, where you're trying to fucking be humble.
I
and
voted
shit.
for myself
fake
too.
it. Don't fake
I
it.
voted for myself too.
And then
What
when
is
you
your
go,
prediction?
oh my god, that's so crazy.
Most and least.
I will say.
I think actually I should have gone with Tim seeing the most.
Too late.
Yeah,
you
I
locked in.
think-
You're locked in. Too late.
I'll say Tim's seen the most. Andy's seen the fewest.
Oh, fewest. Look at you. Sorry, la-di-da, grammar man.
I'm sorry. I mean, didn't you have drinks
Shut up.
with Pear at some point?
Shut up. No, we're supposed to. We never did.
Oh, fuck you. He's a great guy.
What does that have- what does that
I
have-
know. I love that. Like I get that because like Parrot IGN would always do this thing about like
All right.
using the right thing.
Kevin,
But, like,
show me the
everyone else
first
does
part
it
of the
that
list.
way.
We'll start with number one.
I can't
all
explain
right?
my own joke, but it's not cool.
All right. So Avengers Endgame.
We've all seen it.
Yes.
Avatar.
Seen it.
I've
Yes.
seen it.
Seen it.
Titanic.
Saw it twice.
Yeah,
I
I
get
did.
to.
Seen it. No, you don't get to.
I saw it twice though.
Star Wars. Thank you for Star Wars: The Force Awakens. Seen
Yes.
it. Avengers: Infinity War. Seen it in theaters. Jurassic World.
Saw it.
I did not see it in theaters.
I did.
Remember, that's
I
the point.
barely saw it.
You had to
That was
see
the
it
one
in
I got
theaters?
super
Yes,
high.
that's
Theater.
that's
Got
the
it.
idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Next is the Avengers. Marvel's the Avengers.
saw
Yeah.
it.
Furious 7. Which one was
Saw
that?
it.
7 was
Charlize
the one where
Theron.
Paul Walker is.
Oh,
sent
no,
off
that's right.
at the
Saw
end.
it. Okay. Age of Ultron. Of course, we've all seen it. Black Panther. Seen it. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2.
Fuck yeah, Midnight
Saw
Showing,
it.
Doggy Dog.
Lion King 2019.
Unfortunately, yes.
Saw it. It was great. Shut up.
Forrest.
Last Jedi. Saw it. Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. I didn't even know that
No.
came
Nope.
out. Didn't even know
Did
that
not.
fucking movie
Saw
came
it.
out.
Nick's ahead right now.
That's a big no
Terrible.
from me.
I don't know if this is worth waiting or not.
Frozen. Did not see it.
I
Great.
saw it in
Did
theaters.
see it.
Yep.
Beauty and the Beast 2017.
Ooh, didn't see it in
Did
theaters.
not see it in theaters.
Did I see it? No, I didn't see it in theaters.
Incredibles 2. Did not see it in theaters.
did.
Greg Miller.
I did.
Fate of the Furious.
That was my
Definitely saw
first
it.
one I saw in theaters.
Did not
actually.
see it in theaters. Fuck, I'm losing bad now. Iron Man 3. Saw in
it.
theaters.
Damn, I shouldn't have voted for you, Greg.
Sorry, you suck. Minions.
Nope.
No, okay. Captain
I,
America:
child?
Civil War.
Fuck yeah.
Saw it. Aquaman.
Nope.
Yep.
Oh, really? Saw it.
Yeah. Oh, I saw it on a plane. I didn't see it in theaters.
Okay. Well, yeah, I know what you mean. Captain Marvel saw it in theaters.
Saw it.
So right now we're gonna switch to the second, the second half of the list. Right now, what's everybody's tally at?
I'm at 20.
I am also at 20.
15.
I'm at 17.
Okay.
Okay.
This is
Oh.
fun.
This
Oh,
is
no. The Transformers
Yeah,
conundrum.
baby.
Ah, shit.
Transformers: Dark of the Moon.
Wait, is that
Yes.
the second one?
Third.
Didn't
never
see
forget.
anything. Fuck.
Which one? What happens in that one?
Dark of the
Dinosaurs
Moon,
fight each
Chicago
other.
gets destroyed.
When did
The
it
one with
come
the
out?
stealth bomber? Where it's like the stealth. Remember the old stealth bomber that they go find it? And he's like, I'm an
No,
old
that's
stealth
two.
bomber.
That's
Fuck.
Revenge of the Fallen.
I don't think I saw it. Oh, wait. Is Dark of the Moon the one with Mark Wahlberg? Hey, Mark
no,
Wahlberg.
that's not it.
Okay,
That's
fuck.
it.
Oh, shit, I
don't
did
even-
see this
I don't
one in
know
theaters.
that.
That's the one I said that on Last Cave podcast where I was super high when I went to go see it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay.
All right. Lord of the Rings: Return of the King.
Yeah, baby.
Saw it in theaters. Skyfall.
100%.
Yes.
So,
Did
oh,
not
by the
see it.
way, have we talked about No Time to Die?
No Time
Fucking
to Die. The
best
only way they
bond
could have
name
got
ever.
me back. Oh, man, baby. So cool.
Transformers: Age of Extinction.
Fuck no.
Yeah.
Is that number
Which one
2?
is this one?
That was Mark Wahlberg's first one.
Fuck.
Okay.
I thought I had
Fuck. Did I see this in theaters? Oh, let me be honest with myself.
Unfortunately, I
Be
did.
honest with yourself.
I think I did see this in theaters.
I don't think you
actually.
did.
Was it 3 or 4?
That was 4.
No, I didn't see them. There's no way I went to see the 4th one in theaters.
Spider-Man: Far From Home.
Saw it.
Saw it. Dark Knight Rises.
Saw it, midnight
Saw it.
showing.
Unfortunately, terrible. Toy Story
this is
3.
wrong.
Stupid.
It's bad. Bane's
I
bad.
didn't see
Everything's
that in
bad.
theaters.
Did not see Toy Story 3 in theaters.
Wait, which one's
I
that one?
did not see
You
Toy
saw
Story.
Toy Story 3 in theaters?
Belinda's rolling
No.
over in her bed.
Yeah, no, it was pirated.
Oh,
I
neither
was
did
given
I.
a pirated version.
It's okay.
Given.
Speaking of pirates,
Pirates of the Caribbean: Dead Man's Chest.
I
Which
did
one's
see
that?
This one.
No, you didn't.
It's 2.
I highly doubt you did. No,
Which
Dead
one
Man's
is it?
Chest is 4.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
is that the one with where they do the swinging thing the whole time and there's like a big whirlpool?
That's 3.
No. You're right. It is 4. It's the last one that came out, right?
No, 5 is the last one to come out.
What the literal fuck?
Yeah, I did not see this one.
I don't think I saw this one.
No.
Rogue One, a Gary Whitta story.
Yeah.
Saw it. Pirates of the Caribbean: Stranger Tides. Which one's
the
that?
fifth
This is the one. Shit.
That's the 5th one, right?
I think I mixed it up. Like that. I think this one's the 5th one, and the Stranger Tides is the 4th.
We're looking into it right now on the wiki.
Dead Man's. Oh, fucking A.
Dead Man's Chest was
know.
2006. Yeah.
Maybe they should stop calling them all Pirates of the Caribbean. :
That is probably where the problem is. 100%.
Colon.
Kev, can you come back to the list? Or are you still trying to crack the code over there? Rogue One we already did. Stranger Tides we already. Okay, Aladdin 2019.
We had to see it.
Yep. Despicable Me 3. No. Jurassic Park.
The original Jurassic Park?
Yep.
Hells yeah.
Saw it
yeah,
in
I
theaters,
did.
yeah.
So here's the thing.
How young were
You
you?
didn't see Jurassic Park?
He's a
Oh, it was
baby.
like
I was-
93.
I did see it in theaters,
Goo,
but it was a
gaga.
re-release.
Oh,
doesn't count.
I don't think that
No,
counts.
I'm
Does
not
that
gonna
count?
count it.
Okay.
But I did see it in theaters.
Because
I
you
paid
knew
to
how,
see
but
it.
you knew how good it was. That's how you didn't know. We didn't know. We went in. We were
Yeah.
like, is it gonna be good?
I'm
We don't-
fine. I won't count it.
Steven Spielberg, Michael Crichton.
I
this is
became
gonna be bad.
obsessed with dinosaurs.
Finding Dory.
Yeah, I did see that in theaters.
Did
Damn,
not.
I did not.
Yeah, I saw it with my wife.
Phantom Menace. Saw it
Yeah,
in
my dad
theaters.
pulled me out of school at Palmer Elementary.
Wow. Alice in Wonderland 2010.
Fuck no.
How is that here?
Unfortunately,
Jesus.
I did.
How is that here?
Zootopia.
I did see that in theaters.
No. The Hobbit: Unexpected Journey.
Part 1. Saw it.
No,
Yeah,
I
it's
didn't
the
see that
first
in
one.
theaters.
And then The Dark Knight. Saw it in
Yes.
theaters.
Shout out to the Dark Knight franchise getting like on the list twice.
So everybody's final count.
Here's my thing. This might be off by 1 because I don't remember if I put. I think I saw
Pirates.
one of the pirates in.
Me too. I
So I think I put that
fucked
in
up
there.
with the Pirates.
Yeah.
by
Yeah,
the way.
I think Dead Man's Chest is the second
is the
one.
second one. At World's
Okay.
End is the third.
I
and
saw-
Stranger's
I saw
Tides.
If it's the
second
second
one.
one,
I saw one of
I
them.
saw the
Yeah.
second
So-
one. For
I
sure.
didn't see the fourth
Yeah.
one.
I'm adding one to my
Yeah.
score.
But I will
Okay.
say this: the fourth one, not that bad, and they actually did a pretty good movie. You guys ever want to watch that? So what's the final count here,
I have 26.
I have 33.
Andy?
24.
I have 32.
Oh, Tim won.
There we
So-
go.
I knew I should have
Now I
voted
don't
for
know.
Tim.
Now I don't know if we should go back because I don't know if I counted one of the pirates or not. I don't remember.
Yeah.
I think I didn't, but I think I should. But either way,
So then Tim and Nick were correct with the prediction that Tim had seen the most, Andy had seen the least.
Well, also, if
tie.
you count Jurassic Park. Because I did see
no,
it.
it's a tiebreaker. No,
Does
no.
it, I guess here's the thing: does it count towards the global box office?
It does.
Then there you go, and I think you get
But
the
I'm
point.
saying
And you
this.
win.
But here's the thing: if it counts toward that, that's not fair because I saw Titanic twice.
Also, that doesn't
we
matter.
go. So I should
That's
give
not
you
how
the
the
point for Titanic.
tiebreaker would be decided.
I also
Yeah.
saw Titanic.
Dead
twice.
Man's Chest was the second one.
Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum.
I had
Remember
to-
when Johnny Depp wasn't just Jack Sparrow?
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Dead Man. Which one was the what top two? Was Dead Man's Chest and At World's End?
On Stranger Tides.
Stranger Tides.
So 2
Okay,
and 4
I was going
were
to say
on the
because
list.
if 2 and 3 were on the list, I saw both of those.
I only saw 3 in theaters, so I had to subtract on the list because I forgot which one Dead Man's Chest was.
Yeah, 3 is not on the list, but 3 was the most expensive movie of all time up until
Wow.
Endgame, but that gets weird too.
Remember Cutthroat Island? That was expensive too. Boy, that shit bombed.
I
It
don't.
was Matthew
remember
Modine and Gina Davis. It was like a really expensive movie. There was a slew of movies in like the mid to late 90s that cost a shit ton that just did nothing. Waterworld being one of them as well.
I'll never forget Iron Man 3 is one of the movies on that list that I saw on YouTube.
There you go. You saw it on YouTube.
Oh, you rented
Oh.
on YouTube?
No, it was
it got leaked or something, right?
Yeah, at the time, like the movie had just come out, and then suddenly
Wasn't
I
it
don't
like
know.
unfinished effects or something?
No,
That was Wolverine
that was
Origins.
Wolverine Origins.
God, that's
but
right.
somewhere
That's
just like
they released it like that.
I guess just like on Twitter or like word got around that Iron Man 3 was on YouTube.
They're like, guys, people are liking this.
Fuck it, just put it out.
horrible.
Don't put any more money in.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, but Iron Man 3 was on YouTube and a really shitty like kind of it wasn't a recording
watchable.
It wasn't a recording of a screen, but it was like a really low quality version of like a DVD release probably or whatever. You know what I mean. And that's how I first saw it. And I never went to go see that shit in theaters.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, it's a good movie. You should give it another shot.
No, it goes below Iron Man 2 for me.
But is it as bad as Thor: Dark World?
Just pop my neck. Sorry.
I thought you were saying
I thought
out
you were
because
saying no.
because of the
Don't do
biting.
But the film
the biting
criticism we have
insults.
going on here.
Do you guys remember watching Iron Man 3 in theaters?
Yes.
I mean, I know I saw it in theaters. I don't remember the experience.
We got pizza before.
Where did we get
All of
pizza?
us together. Double X.
Wow, you all don't even remember these memories. And they're
0,
so-
0?
X.
0-0.
0-0.
They're so
I
cherished by
must not have
Tim.
seen it with you guys then.
I know.
You
right?
did. Because it was the Alex Salamita time.
Oh.
Where you vowed to never
Oh
watch
my
a movie
God!
with
Right, you
Alex
never wanted to
Salamita
watch a
ever
movie with
again.
Alex Salamita.
And I
Because
never
our
have.
friend
And I never
is
have.
so impossibly loud at all the wrong times. And what does he do, Nick?
And I love Alex. If you're not
Absolutely.
familiar with Alex is one of the guys in my Doritos commercials. So we are
He's your brother in the
we are
commercial.
very good friends. And I went. So I was like, this is going to be a great experience. Alex, very loud laugher, but he does the thing where he laughs a second before you should laugh at everything. So the joke's coming, he anticipates the punchline and laughs as the punchline is being
Oh, no.
delivered, and it ruins every joke. And I'm like,
Oh, no.
I'm like, I can't sit next to you anymore. It's just not going to happen. And I told him that. I was like, I love you to death. Before our friendship, we will never share a theater together ever again. You can't even be
To
in the
this day,
theater.
you haven't.
I don't want to know that you're watching a movie in the theater complex with me. You're over there seeing Pocahontas 4. I'm seeing still Finding Dory. I don't care.
Still finding Dory.
Still looking for Dory. Still looking for Dory. I don't care.
Did they fix her memory at the end of that one?
No.
She can remember stuff now. She
CT
found her
a lot of
parents though,
football
right?
injuries.
It's not. It wasn't. I don't think it was an injury. I think it's just she's a fish, and that was the type of fish.
No, there was something with her.
There was something with
Her
her.
parents were fine. They were fishes that could remember things.
I've still never seen Finding Dory.
It's good.
Me either.
It's surprising. It's not surprising. It's Pixar. It's one of those where you're like, why is this movie so good?
I'm shocked by the amount of Pixar movies that I haven't seen. Like a lot of the more recent releases, when Monsters University was announced, I was like, I'm all about
still
this,
haven't
dude.
seen it.
Never saw it.
Yeah.
Like, because I think it just came out to kind of just like whatever reviews. Like, you know, I'm so used to these Pixar movies coming out 10 out of 10, 9.8 out of 10. And a lot of these
That's
more
how I felt
recent,
about Incredibles too.
Really?
I remember watching The Incredibles. I'm like, I want more of this, and they just waited so long. By the time they put out Incredibles 2, like I just don't really care.
I will say, I think Incredibles 2 and Finding Dory are both worthy sequels.
Well, I've watched Incredibles
Yeah.
2 since then.
I mean, if you like that, it's Finding Dory is exactly the same level. We're like,
I've
the
seen
same way.
Finding
Yeah.
Dory as well.
I never saw
It's
Monsters
good.
U.
It's good, but it's not
Mike
Monsters
Wazowski.
Inc.
Does it have a little kid that goes, Mike Wazowski?
No, it's
I don't
prequel.
want to see it then.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike
Well.
Cars 2 is the only abomination
Mr.
of sequels.
Potter.
I remember
But
that
does
one.
Rascal Flatts do a song in it?
I don't know.
Sing
Because
it
they
for
did
me,
Life is a Highway the first
Yeah.
time.
Life is a highway.
That song just reminds me of The Office. Driving down with Daryl. They're in the
Oh,
car.
yeah. Good times.
Good times.
Good times.
That was fun.
Yeah.
It's a good podcast.
I wonder
episode,
how
guys.
many people, if there's anyone out there in the world that's seen all of them.
All
Yes.
those movies? Oh, I guarantee it. I mean,
Like
we only
Eric
missed.
Goldman.
Oh, you mean in theaters though?
Yeah.
Okay.
Think about it this way, though. You and I only missed.
We're close. I mean, there's like the
You only
random, like,
missed
it's
7.
like Minions and weird ones like that.
Why would you go
like,
see that
or
crap?
Despicable Me.
I mean, to be fair, I saw Despicable Me and liked it.
in theater.
In theaters?
I saw it in
One,
theaters,
one's
yeah.
good.
There was
That's
a time I used to see movies like every weekend. I've just dialed that back just because most movies aren't worth it. I just don't feel like it's worth the time to go out and do it.
Sure.
Since they're going to be on streaming platforms pretty readily available in like a month anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's surprising me because I remember I was like, oh, yeah, I saw Finding Dory with the missus. Saw some of the other ones that I normally wouldn't see. Oh, Zootopia was one of those that like people were like, you should go see this. And I was like, all right. Took my wife to see it.
to go see Zootopia.
It was good.
It was Zootopia is amazing.
Zootopia was
Good
great.
movie.
It's one with the cops, right?
Yeah, she wants to be a
Yeah.
cop, but she's a
ever see
rabbit,
it?
and
Yeah, I
rabbits
saw
never
it.
been
They
a
just
cop
they did
before.
they did the overplayed joke of the sloths in the commercials. That's all I remember.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
was like,
exactly.
all right,
It was a
guys.
Yeah.
pretty long scene in the movie also.
Yeah.
But it's a good payoff at the end where he's actually the one racing around like an asshole. Sloths are fast.
Spoilers.
Wow.
Well, if you haven't seen Zootopia spoilers for a movie that's not. Did it ever get a sequel?
Zootopia?
God damn. You should work at a marketing.
No, but I
That was
think,
really good.
I think it's going to be announced
So it's
at
Zoo.
D23.
It's
Remember
Z2.
Madagascar?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude.
They
I
made a
like
bunch
to
of those.
move it.
Yeah.
I fucking hated Madagascar.
Remember
They gave
Ice
us the
Age?
It
penguins.
is so lowest common. It got replaced by Angry Birds, the movie 2, which I can't believe is
Got
like,
good ratings.
is it out yet?
Yeah.
God, I feel like we saw trailers for that movie for 3 years.
Yeah.
At every movie.
I never knew if it was out because I remember, you know what? Actually, we were at Square Pie Guys and I looked up and I saw a fucking billboard. I was like, Angry Birds 2, did that movie come out yet? And I again, it's that same sort of thing where we've been hearing about it for so long that I thought it just came by and came and went and the billboard was still up. But no, like, because I was listening to the Dan Le Batard show and one of the voice actors was going to be on the show. He's like, he's here. Oh, it's Danny McBride.
Yeah.
Danny McBride's here for Angry Birds 2. I was like, holy shit, this movie didn't come out yet? What the hell?
Yikes. Yeah, that's a pain.
And then there was the Ugly Dolls. Was the other. It doesn't get better
Game
than
Per
this.
reports Angry Birds 2 highest rated video game based movie on Rotten
I'm
Tomatoes.
telling you, like, it's got really, really, really good reviews.
I think the first
Because
one,
kids will watch anything.
Yeah, they
Goo
really
goo
will.
gaga.
I'm not talking
bright colors.
I'm talking about how much money it's made. I'm talking about, like, reviewers watching it are like, oh, this is a good movie.
Because they go in there and they're like, guess what? It's a movie for fucking
like,
kids.
babies are rating it.
They got the big smiley face button or the frowny face button. They hit it.
They're like only one time. I just keep hammering the button.
That's how they do it. That's how they write children's movies.
babies,
And I'm
man.
not about it. I'm not going to believe those
Man,
rankings.
I've never trusted a baby.
It's true.
I've never seen those
What's
fucking
that?
things. They're dirty.
I just never have.
It's fair.
Those Angry Birds movies are just.
Have you watched one?
I think I remember seeing people like the reviews of the first one. It got panned, right? People fucking hated it. They
Well,
were like,
I think
"This
you're
is
thinking
just
about
bad."
Emoji Movie being like.
That's what I'm thinking of. Sorry, not the Angry Birds.
That was
the
the one
Emoji
that was
Movie was
just,
like the
like,
worst movie
ripped.
ever made,
Yeah.
but it had the poop emoji character,
It did.
And it was TJ.
T.J. Miller.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
calling the FBI bomb threats on
what the
people
fuck's
to
up
get
with
you arrested.
Silicon Valley? Is it coming back?
Coming back?
It's coming back for
Is there a
one
trailer?
final
Yeah,
season.
it's I don't know if there's a trailer, but the promo images are like Silicon Valley takes on Congress, and it's going to be a riff off of Facebook and Congress and like that congressional hearing or
Interesting.
Senate hearing. Yeah,
And right
ready
now,
for more.
Angry Birds
To
the
end it all.
movie, 44%
Not that
on
bad.
Tomato Meter.
not that
The
bad.
critics' consensus:
Not
the
bad,
Angry
man.
Birds movie is substantially more entertaining than any film adapted from an app has any right to be, which may or may not be much of an endorsement.
Nope.
What's 2 at?
I'm checking that. I'm, you know.
Yeah,
Are we playing? Is that Halo music? That's
yeah,
Halo.
it's
Right?
I feel like
Angry Birds 2 is at a 75%. It's got Jason Sudeikis.
pretty good.
here's a question. I'm
Well,
actually
critics' consensus, like its non-aerodynamic title characters, the Angry Birds movie 2 takes improbable yet delightfully entertaining flight, landing humorous hits along the way.
Because the
There we go.
The birds are hitting
They hit
blocks.
those things. They're angry. They're so angry.
Yeah.
We can go
These
see it
birds.
tonight, guys. 10:15.
Oh man.
Century.
you know what? Book me a ticket. I'll be there.
Imagine going to go watch Angry Birds 2 at 10:15.
No,
On a
I'll fall
Wednesday
asleep by
with Nick.
10:30. I don't know. The last time we had a good time. Last time we saw a movie together, Hobbs and Shaw.
Well, we
had
had
a good
fun
time
together.
together.
Yeah, we had a fun time
it was a
together.
relatively
right?
enjoyable
You had some good
experience
cookies.
overall. Great cookies.
Jen fell asleep. You
I
didn't
had
jump over
cookies so
anything.
good, I almost braved Outside Lands Festival to get it again.
I know.
Like driving through the chaos of that, and then I realized it was Outside Lands. I promptly turned around.
fair.
That was it.
You did the right
How's
thing.
Hobbs and Shaw doing? Because
Not good.
some people say it's great, and some people say it's not great.
I don't think
and
it's
I
doing
can't
great.
understand.
You're talking about
what's up.
money-wise or
Money-wise.
reviews-wise?
Because people are saying it. Like I've seen people on saying like, "Oh, this is the first one that's tanked," but then Rock keeps like Instagramming like, "This is the second coming of Jesus," as far as money is concerned. So I don't know.
I'm going to
where
Box
we're
Office
supposed to
Mojo.
go.
That's where you go? That's
Box
what you
Office
do?
Mojo,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh,
Kevin's already
Kevin's
got
got
it.
it pulled up right here.
What a dynamite guy.
Worldwide, 442 million with a budget of where's the budget
I don't know how
there?
you find it on this one.
200 million.
200 million. Ooh, that is not
That's what I'm
good.
saying, dude.
That's really not good.
It's not really not good. It's
No,
just
that's
not
not.
Fast and Furious numbers.
No, that's legitimately like a tank. If it only doubled its budget, that's not good. It has to
we
do
got a
it.
tank.
It's got to do at least triple, from my understanding, for it to be considered like a good.
Let's read from Variety, all right?
Yeah.
Because they have box office. Hobbs and Shaw maintained speed overseas with 60 million. This is from August 11th. Universal's
10 days
Hobbs and
ago.
Shaw raced back to the top of the international box office charts, earning another 60 million from 66 overseas territories.
Kevin's pointing out that it hasn't come out in China yet. That's weird.
It was breaking records in Korea and shit too.
And nobody's saying it's a failure here. You know what I mean? That's the
I just don't
thing.
think it's doing great. Like I at this point, Marvel movies would probably be around 600, right? Like, and I think the movie's still good. I don't know why people didn't go see it. I think
They saw it, watched in review. They said if they don't have Nick and Greg, I won't be a part of this. Somebody had to say it, you know?
what do the other movies do?
That's
The
what
Fast and Furious movies, the most recent ones, are like they're insane.
They're billion.
Well, no, they're only one of them I think crossed a billion, right? Only Fury 7.
Oh, right.
No, Furious and Fate. So 7 and 8.
Guys, do you
Crossing that
tip
Billy.
at hotels?
Tip who?
Right?
Who would I fuck? Room service? I'd tip room service. Here, I hate with room service when you get it, it says 15% gratuity added or whatever, but it doesn't say gratuity. It uses some like service, and I'm like, is
Service
this going to the
charge,
person or not?
You guys tip who? Right?
Okay,
Who
so
you
like,
the housekeeper? The front desk?
no, room service.
Yeah, tip
Yeah, I'll tip room service, yeah.
If someone brings me food and they give me the thing that says gratuity, I'll make sure they get a little tip.
No,
the
but I mean
question
like
always-
just the people cleaning. Like,
No, I don't do the tip. Well, I don't let them clean my room.
Huh.
Once I'm in there, I'm like the thing I hate the most, the ticks.
Yeah.
Where I'm in there.
burrowing.
All right, stay out. I
Keep
put the
your
do
Lyme
not
disease.
D&D goes on the door, and I've had it with the wellness check. Are you alive in there? I'm like, yeah, go away. You know what I mean? Like,
go away.
I appreciate it at Toronto this time. First time this ever happened. When we were checking in, the lady was like, how often do you want me to come in to clean the room out?
Yeah.
Like,
3 times a day.
I appreciate it.
well,
I appreciate this being upfront because I'm like you. I'm like, leave me the fuck alone.
Well,
Yeah,
at the
I'm gonna
front
be
desk,
okay.
like they were like, hey, we're going green. Do you want to do this?
that's how you get
And
extra Bonvoy points, too.
You get like bonus points or whatever, but it means that we only clean your room once throughout this visit. And I was like, yeah, sure,
Every
sounds
day.
good. And then
What are
I
you
go,
doing in there? What are you doing so filthy in there? You
I
need
know it's not filthy at all. I'll tell you guys. It's for it's none of your business, but I'll tell you anyway. When I leave the room, I clean up, I straighten up all my clothes, put it nice and neat, and I like to come back to a nice air conditioned, like beautifully restored room where like they do the turn down service and all that stuff. I love it. I like feeling at the end of the day, no matter what chaos I've gotten myself into on these here like trips to Toronto and whatnot, even though I wasn't Andy didn't invite me this time. I like to come back to a nice AC room, like 68, 67 degrees temperature, nice crisp sheets made on the bed. Everything's just straightened out. Sounds good. Take clothes off. Start breaking that thing in again.
No,
My pud, my
the
pud.
only reason I agreed to it because I don't always
Pork
I don't need
sauce.
it. Like I'm
You ever pork at Best Buy?
I'm cool with them not coming in.
I don't. By the way, I don't need the new towel stuff, but I do like them to come in and straighten up the room.
Yeah,
a little bit.
I got
And, like
it.
if I've got because then they come in, they empty out the wastebasket, the trash, and all that stuff. And if I've had like,
How much trash you got?
well, sometimes like you come back, you got the late night pizza, and you're like, I don't want to eat this
fold up
here.
the box and you shove it
fold
in.
it up. Well, and then you come back and like it kind of smells like old pizza. I don't want that smell. I like a nice crisp, old carpet smell.
That's what I'm saying.
I like the sense of pride when it's after a 3 or 4 day trip and I look around. I'm like, this is all me. This is the history of me in this
You like
place.
to look at your
Bye.
own fucking swallow or whatever. You're just like,
How many towels did I get through? Great, awesome.
I only really use one.
Yeah.
I
Well,
use
you know
one.
how I am. If it touches the floor, then I gotta start using another one. It's gross. Can't do it.
What?
Rooms are gross. They're dirty.
disgusting.
Okay, so I don't disagree with that because in the recent hotel, the recent stay in Toronto,
This is nasty.
I walk into the room, and it's like
Just shit on the walls.
everything looks fine. Like everything looks like it's been cleaned. And I had a beverage with me that I purchased at the airport that I still had in my backpack. I was like, oh, I'll put it in the fridge. Open the fridge up, throw the drink in there, and I noticed something in the fridge, but like it was like white. It was the same color as the interior of the fridge. I didn't pay it a whole lot of mind. I put the drink in there, whatever, close it. And then I'm getting ready because we're about to go out because as soon as we got there, Tim and Greg are like, all right, we just go up, kind of freshen up, and then we come back down. And then so as I'm getting ready, it just
We're the
smells.
slave drivers, you know?
It
We're the
just
slave
smells
drivers.
like garbage.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
you opened
what?
up
It
that fridge.
smells like someone is
Pooping.
cooking.
Oh.
Like something really not good.
Shark fin.
Somewhere really, really
Like
close
a
to me.
cabbage,
Yeah.
something
And
gross.
it's gross. It sucks.
Cabbagey smell.
We go back downstairs. Oh, you had date night with Jen.
Yeah.
Me and Tim were gonna go do something else. So get back outside. I'm like, Tim, my hotel room smells really bad. And he was like, really? That sucks. I was like, yeah, it sucks. Anyway, go back to the hotel after we're done drinking or whatever, and I opened the fridge. I was like, oh, there's a bag here, and someone had just left food in the fridge. And opened it back up, and as soon as I opened back up, I felt the waft again. I was like, "Oh no, this has been in."
This is where it's coming from.
Yeah, this is the source of it. And I closed it up. I didn't throw it away. I told them like the next morning, like, "Hey,
The next morning.
yeah,
I would have called.
I would've been on the phone right
immediately
there.
and,
No,
like,
'cause
get
it was
someone
super
out
late.
there.
Comp this.
it
I
was
don't
super
give a
super late.
shit.
I didn't want to deal with it." And so I go downstairs immediately the next morning. I'm like, "Hey, there's food
I
left."
go
in the-"
downstairs immediately the
The
next
next
morning.
morning. after a solid 14 hours of sleep.
Well, I was tired.
I went
bro.
downstairs.
I was fucking tired. I figured like,
And I
all
woke
right,
up
it
and smelled
smells
like
right
a
now,
dead carcass.
but I'm gonna shower, and when I come back, it should be fine. And it was relatively okay. But then the next morning, I'm like, all right, there's food in the fridge. And he's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, sir. I'm so sorry. And also, when I showered, there's a lot of like women's hair on the wall. And it reminded me of like when I would take showers at my ex-girlfriend's house where like, you know, they have long hair and
Yeah,
they put it on the wall
thick
so it doesn't
one.
go down the drain. That's how this looked. Like there was a fuckload of hair on the wall. And
Yeah,
it was
haunted
all
room.
really, really long hair. And I was like, oh, dude. And I was like, and also there's a lot of hair on the wall, dude.
I'm gonna ask you a question right now. It's a legitimate question. Do you think that someone else was staying in this hotel room and you just narrowly missed each other as you were coming in?
Maybe.
She opened it up like, oh fuck,
where's my food?
I got my stroganoff and a free drink.
Yeah.
You keep coming back. It's like, who the fuck threw my food
Maybe,
out?
yeah.
Who kept cleaning up my hair? That was my hair sculpture.
I'm not one to like get really, really pissed off or whatever. But for the rest of the time, the fridge, anytime I would open it, I'd still get the remnants of that smell.
Yo, you gotta fucking.
Yeah, you gotta
crack that
409
whip,
that
man.
fucking
Yeah,
thing.
you gotta have them up there clean that shit.
Yeah,
out,
I'm
man.
just not that dude, man. I'm just like
I would have taken the food and put it out in the hallway and then told them you gotta come.
oh
get
no,
this fucking
like
food."
they took away the food or
Yeah.
whatever.
You
But
see-
even with it gone though, I'm still saying like the fridge still kind of retained that smell.
Sure,
See,
that's
this
not
is-
an easy solution.
Yeah.
This is where having a wife comes in handy, because I would have been like, oh, maybe I'll just sleep on it. But my wife would have been like, nope,
Your wife in particular.
we're gonna
would
change
not have
rooms.
this. Yeah,
we're changing rooms because that smell would have. She's very
Changing hotels.
sensitive to that.
You know what? Fuck it. We're going to a different city.
And you know, if Alex Solomita is anywhere in the city,
I'm not going to a
I'm not
theater.
sleeping. I'm just not sleeping in the city.
It sucks because you know every time we come home from a long night of like eating and then we're drinking and stuff. It's like I just want a nice little bottle of cold water.
Sure.
That
And you open it up and fucking a witch's head is in there. Just a fucking
yeah.
putrid smell.
You know what I don't like though? I don't like the hotels that have refrigerators, but nothing in the refrigerator.
I agree.
Ours
The
was one of
fucking
these.
point of
Yeah.
having it in there then.
One of the days we came back and I was
What's
like,
the
I could go for a beer or whatever. I'm getting ready or whatever. And I opened it up and it's, oh, this is just a fridge. This isn't a mini bar. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Come on.
It kind of saddened me because I was like so used to when we go to RTX, like, oh, there's M&Ms.
Yeah.
Oh, we got little
Some
snacks.
little snacks, nice. I went to
another like that.
I went to a hotel up in Calistoga over the weekend. Well, you guys were working your asses off in Toronto.
Why
And-
didn't you come
and-
to Toronto?
What's
Yeah,
that?
why, it seemed
I
like
didn't
we
get-
really
I
could
didn't
have
get
helped.
invited. I guess you guys like Andy better. But I went in, I walk in, and they've got a little courtesy basket of
Nice.
some chips and some Italian lemon cookies and some gummy bears.
Is it in the room or when you walk in the hotel?
No, in the room. You walk in the room, it's like
Wow.
just little courtesy of snacks for you guys if you want. And I'm like, this is lovely. And I slow played those things over the whole
I forget
weekend.
what chain hotel it is, but when you walk in, they give you the hot
Doubletree.
cookies. Yeah.
Yeah, I know because
It's a
my mom always got
Wow.
No, because my mom would always
Words
be like,
weren't
"Are
even
you
out of my
staying-
fucking mouth yet."
Are you staying at a DoubleTree?" Because she loves those hot chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah.
They're good. And then I used to get them.
I didn't
I
know
would go.
this.
I would go down upon checkout if they'd come pick me up if I was visiting or whatever after work trip to LA or whatever. And I would ask them for a couple more for my mom.
And I'm sure they were like, "You fat fucking liar! Just take the cookies. Your mom's not coming." You're like, "No,
But I would
these cookies,
but I would try to
please."
like flirt with them a little bit, like, "Hey, oh god, your hair's looking great right now. Say my elderly mom's coming into town. and
3
she
months to
really loves your
live. She
cookies."
loves
I'm like,
cookies.
so you ate 4 of these last night drunkenly. I'm like, I need more cookies. Give me more cookies.
Give me them cookies.
Yeah, we actually when we were in Montana, they did the same thing where they had like an assortment of donuts and cookies and stuff.
Yeah.
But when you'd get there at the end of the day, they would have already pulled them out. And so you don't think I didn't ask. Hey, you got that box back there still? Look it up.
What's
Bring
going
it
on
back
with
out
that
here.
stuff?
Was
What's
it
going
for
on
us?
with that
I know.
stuff over
Yeah.
there?
The
Tasty.
hotel we were at
Free shit's
had
good.
a couple weird things to it. One of them was
DJ.
instead of cookies, we had this insane old woman perfume smell that just the entire lobby smelled like the entire time, and I was
Didn't even notice.
Didn't know.
really uncomfortable about. Second off, one night had a DJ, and this DJ, some woman, just like they made a little podium for her that right when you walk in the lobby.
She was the DJ?
yeah. Yeah,
Whoa.
she was only there
I
Thursday
thought
night.
she was just like a
Concierge?
A
No,
or something.
dude, they had a random podium in like the middle of the lobby with the DJ with the little headphones
That's
on.
so
Nick,
funny.
you would have never let this down. Like she's just standing there.
Again, proof
No, stop. Here we go.
that anyone can be a DJ.
It was so
It's not
bizarre.
hard.
Like I was waiting for them to come down. I'm just sitting there looking at this, and then this woman, she's seriously just
You guys
jamming
all
to a hotel
yeah.
lobby soundtrack. Like
You know
Yeah, it
what
wasn't
I love?
crazy.
I love when the department stores do that too. Where they're like, "We're gonna make this an event, and we're gonna get a DJ at the Nordstrom."
but it's like, remember the piano guy?
yeah,
I was fine
piano
with
guy was
piano
great. It was
guy.
a nice little undercurrent. It mellowed everyone out. So if you thought you were gonna get angry at someone because they wouldn't let you take something back, even though Nordstrom's let you take back anything, the piano guy was there to mellow it out. Now they got, hey, Philly McCrack, you gonna fucking what are you doing with your life?
Philly
I don't know, man,
McCrack.
but you know what I think I'm gonna do? I'm 35 years old. I think you know what I'm gonna really want. I've always wanted to do a DJ.
She
I'm
was
gonna
a
be
fresh
DJ.
22. She was not
No, she
living
was
that
not.
life.
I'll just say
but-
this. You know who
But
spoiled it for
I
everyone?
didn't know she was DJing.
Well, it was
That's
just
so
funny because
crazy
she's
to me.
DJing in this hotel lobby. No one's dancing. No one's. It wasn't even like dance music. It was hotel
No, but
music.
it was the placement of her. She wasn't back near a bar. She was like at the front
Prime
of the
placement.
entrance.
That smacks of some manager somewhere that's like, I'm gonna get my friend a job here, and everyone else is like, wow,
It
why are we doing
more
this?
smacked like she was the concierge, and she's like, "This is a passion project, and I'm gonna fuck off for 30 minutes and DJ over there."
I'm on
that
my
was
lunch
the,
break
that was
right
the
now.
one day where she's like, today's the day. I'm gonna prove to everyone
my
that we
break.
should have a
It's
DJ
like, I've heard
in every
kind of
lobby
funnies here.
across
They
America.
love to talk about what they did in hotels. This is it.
Now here's the
It's just that
problem.
no one ever enjoys the DJ in the lobby or in the department store. There's no one there that's like, this is enhancing
This is
the
what I'm
thing.
here for.
You know? Sorry, what were you
I
gonna
thought you
say?
were
Well,
joking about department stores.
What I was gonna say is like, there's no way to properly tell this story, and that's what's upsetting, Andy, because it was one of the funniest things that
the
I've
cab
ever
driver.
seen Greg Miller do, ever in my life. And so I'm just letting you all know right now that like
This story won't work, but
the
it was
story,
great.
you gotta believe that it's great.
The second I walked out, I looked at Tim and I was like, it sucks because this story will never be as good telling it as opposed to like experience.
But that's
And to
never
try-
stopped the Kind of Funny podcast
Exactly.
before.
And to
That's
try
what
to
we
make
do.
this something that you guys can relate with, because I don't want it to go on too long, whatever. We're in this taxi, and there's a lot of traffic in Toronto.
Oh, I thought you guys were referring to the DJ story.
No.
This is a different
No,
story.
it's a different story.
I
Like,
apologize. I was
similar-
like, guys, you guys nailed it. There was a DJ in the lobby.
No, there's no more.
I understood. I saw
we
it
don't
point A to
more.
point B.
Yeah.
But we get in this taxi,
And it's the
from
end of CNE. We've all the work's done now. We're going back to the hotel.
We're just
one
stoked
final
to go
time.
get food.
So
Like-
much traffic. We're going out for steaks. We're gonna have a great time.
there's a Blue Jays game, there's a Kiss concert, there's a fuckload of cars everywhere.
And
Yeah, there
traffic
was
in
a Kiss
Toronto.
concert
just
we
for the
knew
record,
because
if you're
the
Toronto
clientele
in
was bad.
general, bad traffic. I've noted. I didn't
Horrible
like it.
traffic.
Yeah, so it's
we're
even
in
worse
in
with all
this
these
taxi with
Kiss
this traffic,
maniacs walking.
and it is the most like racist, sexist, all the is taxi drivers that you would expect from a taxi driver. Like you know what I'm talking about, right? To paint that picture.
Yeah.
It's just these aren't Ubers we're dealing with. It is a taxi driver, and it's like, all right, great, we're dealing with this. This guy won't stop talking, and maybe 15 minutes of the ride, we were fine. Like he was really quiet.
Well, it
but then
starts off silly.
Greg unlocked him somehow. Like I don't know what happened, but Greg did something. All of a sudden, this dude's like, "Hey, Greg,
I did not.
we're now-
I did not engage.
we're now
I didn't
best
engage
friends.
until he started.
And I'm gonna keep talking and commenting about everybody and honking and yelling.
He's
rolling
honking,
down
he's swerving.
windows.
He rolled down his window to yell at another guy who rolled down his window, and the guy, he's like, "Hey man, you're a bad driver, man. How about why are you doing that over there?" And the guy literally just looks at him, and goes, and rolls his window back up. And I was
But like the
man,
thing is
biggest
that
fuck you
Learn
ever.
how to drive is what he was
Yeah,
saying.
man, come on, drive
and,
better.
and he's pissed off.
Now,
and then
oh, sorry. Let me just to paint this picture because Greg's doing a wicked Jamaican accent right now.
No,
Was
he's
the
not
guy
Jamaican.
Jamaican?
No, he's
Okay.
Middle
I
Eastern.
don't know
Middle
what
Eastern,
was
got
going
it.
on. But
no,
there-
it wasn't
there's-
Middle Eastern. He was, I would say Caribbean of some kind of.
Really?
Yeah, don't you think?
no.
What do you think?
I
he is?
think he was.
Really?
Yeah. There was
Oh,
a
the
lot
accent
going
didn't
on.
sound like
Okay.
it. The accent
It paints a
didn't sound
picture. I'm just trying to figure out.
The
I know, but
thing
it was like a-
that's worth telling is that this whole situation's going on. Whatever, it's a bad taxi experience. But this guy kept calling people out and talking shit about them, like, oh, you're too slow. Oh, you're too fast. Oh, you do this or whatever. Greg keeps doing.
Hold on.
this
So
thing.
no, what I did is you get to that moment and you've been there. It's at the end of a show. I'm exhausted. We had a great meet and greet. We should have said something at the beginning. I said it on Games Daily. Thank you to everybody in Toronto for coming out to the CNE, coming to our panels, coming to the meet and greet. You were a fantastic audience. So above and beyond what we expected. So many of you came to the meet and greet. It was fantastic. So we're riding high on elation, but exhaustion as well, and also hunger. You know how it is at the end of a show.
Dude, it's the end of WrestleMania.
And we're going. And so you're in that dopey, state of like you just want to sleep a little bit, but you just want to eat whatever. And so we got to the thing of like, this guy is crazy and a lot. And so I can either just clamp down and be quiet, or I can just lean in. And Greg was loopy enough to lean in.
Leaned in. So Greg's in the front seat, me and Andy are in the back. And every time, it gets to a point that every time this guy starts yelling at someone about doing something, Greg will turn back, point at Andy, be like, this guy does that too. Well, this guy loves to go slow.
He'd be like, these people are going so slow in the street. I don't know what. Get off the road. You can't drive. And Greg would be like, I know. He does the same
I'd
thing.
be like, you're telling me, man. And I go, this guy over here, he drives slow all the time, loves it. I don't know what his problem is. And the guy's like, what's your problem, man?
And he just keeps going, and it just gets to a point where it's like it happens about 7 times that Greg keeps doing this, and it never gets
He's
less
like, I don't know
funny.
what to tell you. I mean, this guy here.
yeah.
I'd be
But
like,
the
I
best
know,
part
I
to
know.
me was that like me and Andy were just like dying in the back, like God damn, just let this end. We finally get let out. And then there's some issue with credit cards and blah, blah, taking forever. So Greg's in the front seat trying to pay for this. Me and Andy are far out. And we're just waiting. We're like wondering why it's taking so long. And then eventually Greg just rolls the window down and yells, that guy over there, man. He has these problems with the credit card.
You're telling me this guy screws up credit card transactions all the time. And at no point does the man ever acknowledge that clearly I'm fucking with him.
Yeah.
He's just like, yeah, man, I feel it. You're right there with me.
He was so just like, it was so uncomfortable. Like, it's one of those things where you're in a taxi, you can't. If it's an Uber, you fucking downvote the shit out of this dude.
Yeah.
You report, like, this guy was saying, like,
I can never
this guy was like, oh, yeah, it's a woman, no wonder. Like, he was doing shit like that. He was like.
For the record, that was my favorite part, where it was all fun and games, and we were fucking around, and I was blaming Andy. And then the third time, he's like, this person driving so slow. What's the problem? And I was turning around like, yeah, just like this guy. And as I'm like yelling at the guy is just like, oh, it's a woman. I should have known. And I was like, oh no.
That's when you just go. That guy does it.
No, I gotta turn around.
Do you remember the Uber driver we had on the way back? I think it was Planet
That's
Comic-Con.
what I'm talking about. Oh, never mind.
No, this is a different one. Where like you're right. At a certain point, you go, because they'll keep talking to you, and you're like, it's probably just easier to adapt and go with whatever narrative. Yeah. So we had. I don't know if you guys remember this or not.
I wasn't in the car, but I remember the story.
You were. We had. She was an older woman who just, I don't know. She was just kind of lost at everything, and it became one of those things where we all just like rallied to help her. Like get us to where we were, even though we had no fucking idea where we were, and we were just so supportive. And when we got out, I was like, I think she needs to pay us money from where we're at. But you do that sometimes.
Go with the flow. But it was definitely something special. Like, God, Andy, you need to just get better. You know what I mean?
Remember this guy?
This guy does it.
He's like, yeah, this guy, and it started off like just like just really, really low key, and I'd be like, yeah, I don't know what's wrong with me. That's what I do. And then it just progressively got more.
So
but the guy was fucking crazy. Like. Swerving like crazy, yelling at people, pointing at people, and then again like lowering down the window. Those people crossing, he was like, "Hey, across the street, you get hit by a car." Like he says, like it's like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy, dude?
Car, take a break.
And I think the only reason why the stakes got ratcheted up is because we played along. Like
no, he was like that. He was
I
already
don't think
on. He
so.
was already gone. I didn't amp him up.
Really?
I'm not Batman making the Joker over here. He was already joking.
Like Greg was just talking to us.
Yeah, that's true.
Remember the guy?
But it reminds me of the guy after WrestleMania, the one that you like threatened. Yeah,
I did not threaten that guy. I did not threaten this old man. He was shady as fuck, and
we wanted us to prepay.
Yeah, he was like, I need you guys to prepay. And then he kept saying, well, I'm not going to screw you guys over. I'm not going to screw you guys over. And I just wanted him to know that there would be consequences for such an action.
If we were screwed over.
Because he was like, I'm not going to just like pull over and make you guys get out. And I was like, good, because that would be a bad thing if you did that. But then it became, that was a roller coaster of emotions. Because at first we're like, this guy's trying to kill us or threaten us or take our money or whatever.
Yeah.
And then he's going to leave us stranded out in the middle of nowhere, and it was cold and rainy. And then it got to the point where we're like, this guy has no idea where he's going or how to navigate. Even though he's a New York City cab driver, he has no fucking idea how to navigate Manhattan. So we all just kind of had to like help him.
When we got there at the end, I remember you being like, I hated him at first, but now I'm worried about him getting home.
Yeah. Now I kind of give my number, but like, can you text me when you get home, sir? Because
it became this thing where we're like, oh, we're concerned for him. It's like rainy, like poor old man.
Yeah.
And then he'd be like, I think they need to close the borders, man. These immigrants. I was like, oh, fucking goddamn
We're like, you're an immigrant.
And it became the thing where like, you wanted him to shut up. He was like, okay, yep. Yep, and you're just doing that whole bullshit thing or whatever.
You're like, well, no.
Yeah. He's like, I mean, I respect the guy. I was like, oh,
it's always it's like you know they always talk about like around the dinner table you should leave religion and politics out of it. That really should extend.
Oh my God,
to
yes.
cab rides as well. There should be I don't know if it's a function they're thinking about implementing, but they're talking about like with Uber where you could click a button and say like don't talk to me. Like it should also be like here are the subjects that I don't want to talk about. Oh. Definitely not politics.
They stole that from Nathan For You, man.
Did they?
So like Nathan For You, there's a great episode where he's talking to a taxi driver, and the taxi driver's like, yeah, Uber's stealing our businesses. He's like, well, a lot of people like Uber because of the rating system or whatever. So what if we implement this like computer system in your car where the passenger gets in the back seat and they're able to say, yes, I would like to talk. No, I would like to talk. Right. So like they're testing this out. It's all hidden camera shit. It's all like people who don't know they're being filmed. And like Nathan's in the passenger seat, and he tells the cab driver, he's like, here's this book about whales, and you need to learn about all the whales you can about sea life. And the cab driver's like, yeah, okay, I can do that. Yeah. And like gives them like a whole lot of fucking books to read and learn about marine life.
Yeah.
And they get into the car and the lady's like, it says, would you like to learn, like your driver's an expert on marine life. Would you like to know? And she's like, yes. And then so he's like, oh, so tell her about marine life. He's like, do you have any questions, ma'am? She's like, yeah, I forgot what she asks. And the guy's just like, I don't know. He's like, you didn't read the books? And he's like, I didn't read the books. He's like, oh my God, we got to. And so they pull over. They ask the lady to get out of the car and they're like, you got to read the books, man. Like, here's some facts that I could rattle off to you right now. And we'll look up some facts. And then the lady gets back in the car. He's like, the whale. He just starts like, it's so fucking good, dude. It's the best goddamn show that you all didn't watch.
Either way, I would have my "Don't Talk to Me" auto turned on. Sure. I don't like interacting with Uber drivers. I've said it before, to the point where I used to try to write jokes about how I just don't want Uber drivers to talk to me. Until one time I did a joke at an open mic, and one of the comics was an Uber driver, and she yelled at me. Because apparently that's Uber drivers get this a lot, where she was like, "Hey," like because the joke was like, "Hey, any Uber drivers in there? Stop talking to me. Like, stop talking to us." And she was like, "Hey." Like,
you're on stage, she's heckling you?
You literally yelled at me. It was like, if I came into your office and started talking yada yada, I was like, no, this is not a fair comparison, because A, if you came into my office you'd
be arrested.
Yeah, you'd be arrested. And B, if I invited you to my office, it's a different setting. Like, I can walk away from you and yada yada. So I was like, I'm just not going to engage with Uber drivers anymore.
What do you got? Because
the Uber, Lyft, all that stuff. Gia was in Uber recently, and there was a book in the back seat, but it's not what you'd expect.
Jesus.
Just in the back, like under the seat of this guy's car. Do you want to describe what this is?
It is. Oh my God.
That's
World Boner?
The World of Boner.
It's a guy
magazine.
with 2 baseball bats.
If you know what I'm saying.
And only one of them can be used to hit balls. Well, that's not true. I guess the other one could as well. That guy's got a big
Jesus
fucking dog.
Christ.
But like just in the back, like under the back seat, like where she went to sit down. It's just there.
So somebody just left it in there as a joke? That's funny.
Easily,
That's the thing is that we're trying to get to the bottom of. Do you think someone just trying to fuck with this Uber
I'm going to be honest with you.
driver?
I think that guy can get to the bottom of anyone.
Oh my God.
wow.
Yeah, I think somebody left it in there.
Yeah.
I think
I'll be honest with you, like that, like flaccid, that's like over a foot.
It's
Like
a lot.
if that guy's a grower, not a shower, then that thing's like 3 feet long.
Jesus.
That's big.
God damn.
That is all.
Can he like claim it as a dependent?
Now, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Show it to me again. Zoom in on it again there.
Is it blown up?
I believe, isn't that a cock ring up there?
Yeah,
so
it's a
that's
cock
not
ring.
flaccid at all. Like, don't get me wrong, it's
I didn't
not
see
up,
that.
but it's not.
Still, that's a big
I'm
fucking
not taking
zombie.
away from the man's
You
manhood.
could put the ring over it.
Flaccid.
Flaccid.
Well, yeah, but it's going to lock the
Think
blood in
outside
there.
the box, Greg.
It's fluffed a little.
Thank you very much.
was
That's all I'm
definitely
saying.
It's definitely fluffed a little.
All I'm saying is it was fluff, ladies
If I knew that I was getting a picture
the
taken of me, I
gigantic
would.
penis is fluffed.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted to say.
So if you guys want to look up what we're talking about, it's Boner World, the July/August 2019 issue.
Yeah.
Issue number 6.
Boner World. That sounds
the
like
love
such
issue.
a Paul Rudd joke. Fucking Boner Jams and 40-Year-Old Virgin. That is such a Paul Rudd joke.
And now, a word from our sponsor. This episode of the Kind of Funny podcast is brought to you by Quip. The easiest way to ease back into a routine? Well, start it before September, especially if you're headed back to school. Simplify the mornings and evenings now with a simpler electric toothbrush from Quip. Time, sonic vibrations, cover the basics, or every part of your mouth, and just take 2 minutes twice a day. The mirror mount puts brushing front and center in your bathroom, so you'll remember to bookend your day using your new brush. And the lightweight, compact design means you can bring it along with you on those long summer weekend getaways. So enjoy sleeping in, then ease back into the swing of things with a smile. You know it, ladies and gentlemen. We all love our Quip toothbrushes here. I just got back from Toronto. I took it with me. It was super simple. Plug it in, move it around, put it on. It's got the mirror mounts. I love it. Make sure I brush 2 minutes the entire time because the 30-second pulses are taking me to every quadrant of my mouth. It's great. It's easy. Every few months, they send you the brush heads every 3 months for just $5. You get a friendly reminder of it's time to refresh and stay committed to your oral health. It's great. You don't have to think about it. Is this toothbrush old? Is it not old? They tell you. You know it. You get it. It's great. Quip is one of the first electric toothbrushes accepted by the American Dental Association, and they're backed by over 25,000 dental professionals, and they have thousands of verified 5-star reviews. We love Quip. You know it. I use it. Tim uses it. Joey uses it. Everybody's using it. That's why we love it. And you should get it because it would be a perfect gift to get you back into a routine. Quip starts at just $25 today, right now. Go to getquip.com/KF and you can get your first refill pack for free. That's your first refill pack free at getquip.com/KF. Our other sponsor, Upstart. As most of us have found out the hard way, getting into debt is easy, getting out is hard, especially if your FICO score isn't great. Thankfully now there's Upstart.com, the revolutionary lending platform that knows you're more than just a credit score and offers a smarter interest rate to help you pay off high interest credit card debt. You know it's a tired story around here, but when I moved here, I had to take out a loan. I had a bad interest rate. This would have been helpful. You should use it. Upstart goes beyond the traditional FICO score when assessing your credit worthiness. They actually rewards you based on your education and job history in the form of a smarter interest rate. Upstart believes you're more than a credit score. They believe in you and understand that. They make it fast, simple, and easy to check your rate in a few minutes without affecting your credit score. And the best part? Once the loan is approved, most people get their funds the very next business day. Over 200,000 people have used Upstart to pay off credit cards, student loans, fund their weddings, or make large purchases, and you should too. Free yourself from the burden of high-interest credit card debt by consolidating everything into one monthly payment with Upstart. See why Upstart is ranked #1 in their category with over 300 businesses on Trustpilot, and hurry to upstart.com/kindafunny to find out how low your Upstart rate is. Checking your rate takes just a few minutes and it won't affect your credit. That's upstart.com/kindafunny. Oh God, indeed.
They're going to be so angry at us.
No, they'll be happy. Don't worry about it. Because it's Boner World. Sponsor is Boner World.
Whoa, what a twist. What a twist.
The cover of Boner World there looks photoshopped enough that I wouldn't put it past it's like either a gag gift or it is a gag from the Uber driver, and that is the Uber driver. And he just had a picture of himself taken shirtless and pantsless.
I don't know, because it's like, I don't know how photoshopped it could be, because like there's a lot of details to it. The July
Boner World
to August 2019
magazine.
issue, you know, it's modern. But then also it's like,
there
like,
it is,
look
Boner
at that.
magazine.
Like whoever would have photoshopped that, like there's a lot of thought put into it.
Really
like
good job.
whatever's going on there, you know what I mean? Like they
The
wouldn't
imperfections.
Photoshop. There's imperfections.
Yeah. The imperfections.
Well, on Boner World, bonermagazine.com here.
Different magazine. They're competing.
No, it's the same. It's the same.
okay.
It had the same logo. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Big boy Ruben is who shows up over here. Oh, Boner Magazine's got
Whoa.
Instagram, and they
didn't
are
know they were that
blurring a
big.
lot of crap.
No, it's real big. Boner underscore
How many?
magazine.
Yeah, how many followers are on Boner World's Instagram here?
Almost
8,000?
almost at 8K.
Boner Magazine is a rebel with a cause, bringing you raw and unfiltered content from inside the gay community. Visit our world version at Boner World Mag.
Wow. Go get them, boners.
Yeah, dude.
I'm sick of boners having to live in shame.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Everybody gets them.
Gosh, again, guys, I hate talking about Nathan for You, but you just gotta watch it, man. It's another great episode of Private Detective that Nathan competes with, and it turns out that guy also used to do nude modeling.
Okay.
And they look into his past, and like Nathan just presents him with this magazine, like, hey, so I was just checking out this magazine, and he just grabs it and he's like, just like kind of sifting through it, and he knows.
Is this a hidden camera thing again?
No, so for one of the episodes, he hires a PI and he challenges him to find out where he is. Like to find out where Nathan
find
is.
Nathan?
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
that's
like,
awesome.
I need you to find and locate me. If you're so good, I want to give you your first Yelp review. He's like, why the fuck do I care about Yelp? Why the fuck do I care about Yelp? I'm on Yahoo. I'm on Google. Well, what the fuck is Yelp? Well, why do I give a shit? He's like, well, I want to be your first Yelp review, but I'm hiring you to find me. And then it becomes this whole thing where like he hires a bunch of people to dress up and look exactly like him, and like they all run out of a hotel. it's like this. Really,
Where can I watch Nathan for You?
It's on Hulu.
Okay.
It's this really really fucking funny bit. But that guy kind of becomes a character in the Nathan for You universe because he was so popular and he was so funny, and he's an asshole. Like he looks at Nathan and he's like, "Look at you, you fucking loser. You're like the king of loneliness. You're the wizard of loneliness is what you are." And Nathan's just sitting there like. looking like real sad and shit. So this guy, his name is Brian Wolf. He becomes a character, so much so that the ID Network channel hires him for his own show, and it's like Crying Wolf or something like. Because his name is Brian Wolf.
That's good. That's good. I like that a lot.
So he becomes a character, and he's always like bullying Nathan or whatever. And then in one of the episodes, Nathan finds out that he used to
be a nude model
for like Playgirl or some shit or some sort of like nude magazine.
Boner Magazine.
Yeah,
Boner
something like
World,
that.
2019.
And he's looking at me and he's like, that guy looks familiar, huh? And he's just like, I don't know what you're talking about. And he eventually just admits to it. He's like, yeah, I did it. Yeah, and he's like, but it's not pornography. And he's like, well, like, you're inserting yourself in that woman.
Jesus.
So that's considered pornography. And he's like, damn, no wonder why my parents were so fucking pissed off at me. And he totally just cops up to it. And he's like, yeah, well, they're like, yeah, you're fucking strong. The point is, in order to be good, you have to be big and hefty when you're not hard. Like, you have to look big while you're soft, and that's the whole point of it. And he's like giving Nathan pointers on how to make your dick look big. It's just so goddamn good, dude. It's so good.
Don't need to watch that episode, you know what I mean?
Oh, no, it's so funny.
We have an old school question. An old school Game Over Greggy show question with a twist here from Colin Davis, who wrote into patreon.com/kindoffunny and says,
Goat.
I've got a good one. For this question, there are different groups of animals with varying quantities. You pick 2 groups to defend you while the rest attack you. All right, is everybody ready?
Okay.
So the groups go like this. 50 eagles.
Oh, fuck.
10 crocodiles.
Nope.
3 bears.
Yep.
7 bulls. 1 hunter. 15 wolves. 5 gorillas. 4 lions. 10,000 rats. Choose 2. You're fighting the rest. By the way, love the show, longtime lurker, Colin Davis.
This is great. It's very visual.
I know.
I'm liking it.
Kevin, I'm going to Slack it to you if you want to throw it up on the... Actually, I can just share the link, I guess, and you could scroll to it, because I have a feeling it's going to be a hard one of keeping quantities and things the way it needs to be. So hold on.
I go for the higher quantities. I'd go for the 50 eagles and the 10,000 rats.
Now, here's my question, though. Do you have mind control over these things?
Exactly.
Because if
Blind
not,
them.
the eagles are just going to fly away. They're going to be like, I don't want any part of this. They're going to go away.
That's true.
You see what I'm saying?
No, I think they are defending you. Like, they know to
like
defend
rats,
you.
like 10,000 rats are inherently still just rats. So they're not going, they may or may not attack you. But if you have mind control and you have 10,000 rats, that's probably
It's like
more
Ant-Man.
powerful than everything else.
Ratman.
Here's the thing. I feel like the gorillas, even though there's only 5 of them, you need to include either them or the lions.
Oh, I'm definitely not fighting a gorilla or a bear. Those are
I
very,
feel-
very strong.
I feel like, to me, I'd have to go with the gorillas.
5
and
gorillas.
The eagles.
50 eagles.
50 eagles is insane. They have the talons.
They can pick up
Those
bears.
are crazy. And at the end of the day,
They can
those
pick up bears?
motherfuckers-
No, they can't pick up bears.
No, but if there's 50 of them, I'm sure 10 of them could.
Again, it goes
No,
back to can you coordinate them? Do you have mind control?
Here's what I'll do to establish the rules. You don't have mind control over them like, on an RTS where you can like give them commands or whatever, but they know they're defending you. They understand the stakes somehow.
They have flight. Like, that's the thing is the eagles, you need to take the eagles because if you choose the other ones, how are they going to take down the flying things?
Yeah,
There's
that's
just
so
a
true.
sheer advantage.
Well, they
because
have
can
to
fly.
kill you, so they're coming in. Like, the
Yeah,
only
but
way to win is
there's
to eliminate
50.
you.
I feel like the eagles are kind of unfairly weighted here. 50 is a large quantity. They
a
have
large
weapons
quantity.
and they have the air factor.
Sure.
But they're also like, if it were 50 crows or 50 like tiny pigeons, that'd be one thing. But it's
Eagles.
too much of a
Birds
good
of
thing.
prey.
Yeah.
You have to go with the 50 eagles because they can peck out the eyes of the enemy, and
That's a good point.
and there's not a whole lot of the enemy. So that's why I would go with 10,000 rats and 50 eagles.
the rats are a waste.
Because I want the rats and the eagles to just go for the eyes. And the eyes are gone, and I'm out of danger.
That's the thing. We need to know a little bit more about the battlefield as well. Like, are there corners for the rats to be backed
fair.
into?
I envision this in the wilderness.
Wide open plain or wilderness?
there's a creek cutting through,
Okay.
sloping
trees.
It's
sides,
Beaver
trees.
Creek.
enough,
Halo.
enough variety so that it would make a cool map in like Fortnite.
Exactly. Yeah. Sure. It looks like Blair Witch kind of. We're in Blair Witch.
I feel you.
Okay.
So I feel like the hunter seems
The fuck out of here.
like a bad call, but like, you
Yeah,
imagine
but-
he has weapons. 'cause he's a
Exactly. That's my
hunter.
thing is I don't want the hunter on my team, but I do worry about the hunter being in a elevated crow's nest. You know what I mean? Yeah. He gets all he needs is one good shot on
Maybe
me.
he's got trampoline.
Yeah, but the hunter's not. Hunter's
Maybe
not
he's
gonna
got a
be-
trampoline too.
Yeah.
That's dangerous.
Just hopping from trampoline to trampoline.
Sure,
He's
fair.
really hard to catch.
Maybe he's hang gliding.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
The hunter's
you go-
not going to
no.
do well against the rats or the eagles. They're going to be hard to shoot. 50 of them.
But again, to win this game, it's to kill you. I say, right? Or did I change this? Varying quantities, 2 groups defend you while the rest attack
That's
you.
a good point.
It's the way to win this game is you die.
The hunter doesn't have to kill 50 eagles.
100%.
The hunter has to kill you.
Yeah.
well, 10 crocodiles are done. Those are out. We don't need the crocodiles. They're too slow moving on land.
I think there's too
Yeah.
many variables. Like,
I mean, that's why
at
it's a
what distance-
hypothetical,
At
you
what
know?
distance are we starting? Like, Do I have an infinity shield around me? That
No,
will
you don't have
protect
an
me from
infinity
my
I think I would take 3 bears and 5 gorillas against everything else.
3 bears and 5
Even
gorillas.
the Eagles, though?
Oh, but 4 lions. Lions are fucking brutal.
See, that's my initial thought, knee-jerk reaction on this was I wanted 5 gorillas, of course.
and 4 lions.
And that I like the lions, but I also like
'Cause I
15
think-
wolves.
But I think 5 gorillas could
Wolves
take
get
3
big, man.
3 bears. I think 5 gorillas could fuck up 3 bears, depending on how big they are.
Yeah, that's the
gorillas
thing.
are really strong.
Look,
Yeah, I know,
bears,
but bears, they're-
gorillas, lions, right? Like out of those,
Oh my.
if it was just them,
Yeah.
Good, thank you, Andy.
Yeah.
What are the who would win that fight?
Bears, gorilla, lions.
Yeah.
3-way dance. Or are they fighting? Are we 1v1ing them?
Yeah,
Is
or
like
is somebody
tournament,
getting
round
tagged
robining.
in?
any which way.
that's a big wolf.
Wolves
Yeah.
are cool, man.
Wolves are
fast.
awesome, and that's
I
the
feel
thing.
like gorillas win though because they have the fangs. They're also strong as all hell,
Yeah.
and they're just
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. A gorilla
Bears
can,
are so tough though.
a gorilla can fucking
No, I for
tear
sure,
up.
I for sure want the gorilla because
anything.
the gorilla will use weapons.
Gorilla will beat the
They'll
bear.
figure out how to fucking rip things apart. The question is, what can take down the bear? Because the bear undoubtedly
Gorilla.
is going to be the biggest and most
look at-
powerful.
Can
Can you pull this
thing.
picture up, Kevin?
I mean, I don't think that's really
That's not a real
happening.
picture.
No, but just pull up the picture.
It's definitely not a real picture.
It doesn't matter.
Nobody got the gorilla versus the bear action shot
At the zoo. It's at the zoo.
It's on
too.
powerlifting.com.
We've
If
been
you
down
look
this
at
road before.
If you look at we have been down this road, but bring this up, please. If you look at this picture, like just even if it's fake, who do you think would win? Because
Yeah.
I really think the gorilla wins this.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
The bears
bear
have just
looks
been built
dumb.
up in our mind. Scroll down. What do they say?
I mean, this is from powerlifting.com.
Who else would I believe? Who else would I believe?
Silverback. Let's go to the weight discrepancies there. Can you scroll back up, Kev? Right there.
Yeah.
So silverback gorilla, 5 foot, average height, 5'6", 6 feet at the largest, 300 to 400 pounds, 500 pounds at the largest. We'll just go with the largest numbers. The grizzly bear, 1,500 pounds
Okay.
at the largest,
Yeah.
10 feet tall, has claws, ridiculous strength, and will bite. I actually am now giving the nod to the bear.
See, that's my thing.
1,500 pounds is
Fuck.
a weight differential of 3 times the weight is a lot.
Gorillas.
Gorillas are way stronger than we think they are. That's the thing, though. Like, it's more of a PSI thing. You know, like, you
Look
know
at
how
his
like dung
fucking
beetles can like
paw.
carry their weight in like by a million. Gorillas are the same way. Gorillas are so fucking strong, and I know that the bear has size on it, but I think the bear is still overall a weaker opponent.
Let's see. Let's look at this bear. I asked hunters if they had a 9mm pistol and a grizzly bear was charging them, would they feel confident they could kill it? Most of them said no. The gun would damage but not kill the bear, and it would just anger it. Many said the gun would not even be able to penetrate the skull of the grizzly. If a 9mm can't stop a bear, a punch from a gorilla
Wow,
won't
that's a
either.
great point.
I don't know
Yeah.
if a 9mm won't puncture the
No,
skull
but here's
of a
what I'm
bear.
picturing. Here's what
It'll
I'm
still
picturing.
fuck it up, though.
I'm picturing Kong, Peter Jackson's King Kong, where he tears the gorilla or the T-Rex's mouth in half,
Right.
jaw by jaw.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like bears,
And if you could take down a T-Rex.
bears' hands don't really have that ability. Like a you know, I don't
Or
know.
the mind state. That's the thing, dude. The gorillas, they're gonna bite, rip a puncture, and then rip that motherfucking bear open.
No,
from
gorillas
the
are
stomach.
undoubtedly very dangerous creatures. The question is, do you want to be against them or with them versus a bear? Because the bear,
Well, there's 5.
3 bear. I mean,
gorillas,
bear.
3 bears.
If we're getting a 1,500-pound animal, that is at 10 feet tall. That's one swipe. It's fucking up a lion. Pretty easy. Pretty
We
easy.
also have our eagle friends.
I don't think the eagles are going to do much damage.
Here's the thing, though. Again, and I
talking
just want to be very clear
chip
about
damage.
what we're talking about, right? Is that it's not about them fighting each other. It's about them getting to you. So the eagles are an interesting one of we're going to have the grizzlies surrounding us. You know what I mean? Like they're in.
bears.
just constantly
As a natural eagle net.
We can take the bulls out.
Nobody wants
7
bulls.
bulls.
Bulls are dangerous.
Right now, Kevin could fight 7 bulls and win.
Bulls are dangerous, but like
For every Spider-Man
Bulls
game
versus
I've ever
lions.
played,
Maybe.
what does a bull do? What does a bull do?
Bulls got horns.
it charges, you got to walk out of the way.
Exactly.
let it hit the
Run him
wall,
into the
and
other
then
bull.
You beat him up.
Yeah, exactly. We know how to do this.
Bulls are fucking huge, though.
Yeah.
They're pretty big animals.
But if their balls aren't all fucked with, they're not that angry, right? So they just chill out.
So a bull could be as far as it could be 6 feet tall and as long. It looks like as 10 feet long. Holy shit!
What
That's
if-
a big fucking animal.
Not
That's a
impressed.
big thing.
What if I could?
I think a lion could take it down though. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
Is I think they're probably going to be slower, and I think lions could because lions hunt in packs. Bulls, lone wolves.
How many lions do we have?
We have 4 lions.
4 lions.
You have 4
Does that
lions.
qualify as a pack?
It's a pride for sure. Yeah.
I don't
See?
think I would not go for a lion.
No.
No, I would not go for 4. It would have to be like 10 lions for me to consider it, because 4, like, lions are slow.
Now I'll say this though.
They're pussies.
Have you seen The Revenant?
Pussycat.
I have.
Remember how easy Leo took down that bear?
No. That's not how I remember that movie going.
Now, here's the thing. I've been like really discounting the rats.
Templeton.
10,000 rats.
That's a
right?
lot.
Let's think of a rat.
That's a whole
average
football
rat.
field of rats.
Probably, right?
Yeah.
Look,
I feel like you're not stopping the rats. You're
Check
right. You
this
might
out.
want to get the rats just because they're unstoppable.
Dude, there's
like,
no
you think
way.
a bear's going to stop? What's the bear's going to stop? At least 100 of them? But then what about
Yeah,
the
it's
other
sheer numbers game.
9,900?
If he's just sitting there
They're just
swiping at the
running
floor.
through the legs. Yeah.
Also, if
But
you get-
how many rats does it take to kill a human person?
So that is okay. That's a good place to start because then it is taking you down. How many rats could take
God.
you down, Greg Miller?
So look at this. Kev's got the chart.
1,000. I think
Pick
so.
2. The rest will defend you. Apparently.
Oh, wow. So this is,
so Davis. Colin Davis.
Colin
he fucking,
Davis is just
stole this
totally
from
giving
someone.
us garbage, and he's just
What a piece of shit.
he's
does
passing
this.
this off of a popular Reset Era thing. No, I'm kidding around. I mean, it's really up there, but yeah.
Tim, you know how in Halo
That's a lot
you
of
get
rats.
shot, but you throw
That's
a
a
grenade.
ton of rats.
You throw a grenade before you get shot, and
Yeah.
you kill someone from the grave. So I'm picturing having all these rats defend you, right? You eventually die, sure, but
They carry you.
Here's my thing: is they
but the rats go inside of the
You.
animals' mouths.
long game.
Start
Or their-
long
or their-
game.
or
That's
their
what I'm saying.
buttholes.
Choke them.
What-
in there.
Yeah, get in there. Like dig into the
take down the
intestines.
gorilla.
Like they can't eat
It's
everything.
like Drax in Guardians.
Right, good call. Guardians
Yeah,
2.
can you imagine like bulls pissed off or lions pissed off, and if there's like 10 rats that go inside a lion's mouth and hold up the jaws and let other ones sneak
Sure,
in,
sure.
and like burrow. Yeah,
Go.
I mean, a lot of them are holding up.
Oh, yeah.
And then the rest
You're
of
right,
them are
it's a
just
good
all
point.
sneaking in there.
It's a good
you know?
hypothetical.
There's so many to deal with, and they go for the eyes too.
See, I don't. For
don't
some
think
reason,
they
I
attack
like
you
the
like that,
10,000 rats odds of it killing me in the attack if they were attacking me. But them defending me, I'm not as confident in. Because again, we don't have mind control. They know that they need to kill the other things, but I don't think
what
the
you're saying
rat's
is-
smart enough to figure out how to do it.
Put the rats on your side just to take them out of the equation. Let them form a wall on top of each other's shoulders like a pyramid for like a cheerleading pyramid.
Again, I just said I don't think I can mind control them, and that's not what a regular rat would do. But that's a good idea.
But I also don't think a regular rat's gonna immediately go to kill you. I don't think.
But if they knew, they all the animals all understand the stakes. Attacking team understands they are there to kill me. Defending team understands they are there to defend me. But beyond that, I don't think we have like really good strategies.
the question really is this: Can a pack of wolves take down a bear?
Yes.
Yeah.
15 wolves. They're all crazy. They're all scratchy.
Because I think we're. I think
15's a big
maybe.
number, too.
I think
Dude,
maybe
rat-
we're because I feel like here's the thing.
Wolves are too big,
I feel
man.
like maybe we're discounting how good these wolves are going to be in this fight. They can get low to the ground. The rats.
Aerodynamic. Yeah.
Okay, and they're super fast. They can fuck up the eagles very quickly. They have a lot of fur, so when the eagles go to cut, it just rolls right off. I think maybe the best combo here would be you got your heavy hitters and the bears, and you've got your forward strike team, which is the 15 wolves. Because I feel like 15 wolves could take down 4 lions.
MyYellowstonePark.com. Yellowstone grizzly bears versus wolves.
Yeah.
For decades, the sole rulers of Yellowstone were grizzly bears. Today, they are learning how to cope with the rise of an equal competitor,
Wow.
the reintroduced gray
is
wolf.
cool.
Fuck, the gray wolf.
Of course.
It's always the gray wolf.
So if they're equal, we have 3 bears,
Well, no.
15 wolves.
Well, I don't think
But
it's
I
like
think
1
it's
to 1.
not
yeah.
1 to 1.
See,
I think it would have to be
get
at least
we need
a
to get
few
the math
wolves.
right. There's a science to this. We just got to get the numbers.
Somebody named Smith is getting quoted here. The grizzlies are more powerful, but the wolves are quicker and outnumber the bear. It's always interesting to see the interaction between the two carnivores.
Have you seen that off?
Do you think they see each other and it's just like game respects game? They're like, what's up? And
Maybe
they just
good.
keep walking.
Like we're two goats.
The goats.
Have you seen that video of the lion, the really really old lion being surrounded by the hyena?
No.
You never seen that video?
Lion King? The end of Lion King?
So there's a video online. Kevin, can you just Google it? It's hard to explain, but it's one really really old lion and a lot of hyenas, and the old lion is like too old to keep up, and they're attacking from all angles, and it's biting some hyenas and fucking them up, but like it's too old, and they're like,
Can't keep
This
up.
is the end of Lion King. This
they're-
is Scar. You're describing Scar.
they're like the lion is too old. To
Also,
blah,
it was
blah,
really
blah.
crazy. It was very
Yes.
vibrant and almost looked like it was.
We're going to get claimed on
We're
this?
probably gonna
No,
get
we're just going to
claimed.
watch it.
Let me give you some reading material while this happens. Is that okay? Or do you want to watch this uninterrupted as the
No, you
hyenas
can
fuck
read
this
it.
dude
It's
up?
fine. This is sad.
Maybe can we watch this like picture in picture so it isn't this big? Because I am worried about getting claimed, I guess. Like,
Well, who's it from?
I don't know.
It's a BBC thing. They're not going to claim
so anyway,
Should we
They
call
don't need the
Gary?
money.
He can ask.
the
we
old
call Gary and
lions,
see if they're
the
for
old
profit?
lions fucked up and tired and shit. but then it has a friend in the distance that's like, oh shit, my dude's in trouble.
Oh man, he's all bloody. Yeah.
and see,
Oh,
like, look
shit.
at yeah, but he's getting tired. He's been at this for a long time. He's old as shit, dude.
Yeah.
He's just trying to take one.
He's
of them
Tim
at the same
Duncan out
time.
there trying to play the Oklahoma
What do you
City
do?
Thunder.
What's his friend doing?
He's
Just
coming out.
casually-
He's coming out.
dude.
Moseying
Look at
up
he doesn't
to
need.
it.
Oh, he doesn't need to run. He's like Mufasa, man. They know.
Yeah, and then
fucking know.
the fucking Attenborough guy's like, you know, one old lion is enough for these hyena, but two makes it an unfair fight. And then they start hugging each other. 'Cause he's like, "Oh my dude, you're here, man."
You'll be in my heart.
Damn it, no, Greg, wrong movie. We've been through this.
Back to Yellowstone, though. Quote, it's almost like the wolves are mosquitoes buzzing around the bear's head. Although individual mosquitoes can't overpower you, if there are enough of them, they'll win. That's sometimes what happens with the grizzlies and wolves. The bear gets near the den, and the wolves just annoy the heck out of
Or
them.
the wolves have SARS.
Gross.
Or
The
now,
wolves
West
in
Nile.
Yellowstone won't give up. They just constantly orbit around the bear. I've actually seen one wolf bite a bear in the butt when he turned around. It seems
That's fucked up.
Sounds like a kindergarten or
I
something.
feel like the wolves. And here's what I'm saying. I'm going to put this out there.
One time, Smith watched as one bear held 24 wolves at bay at a carcass. The wolves had taken out a bull elk, but the bear took over the meal. Another time, he says there were 10 wolves and 4 bears on a wolf kill. The biggest bear controlled the situation. All the wolves and the 3 bears sat around and waited for their turn.
Wow.
So I think that you got to
Bears are so fucking
have
tough,
the bears
man.
on your team. They are like the biggest, baddest in all of Yellowstone.
Yeah,
Mike
man.
did come in.
And I feel like the wolves
Thank
would be
you.
fun to just hang
Thank
out
you
with
for
because
that.
they seem like they have a good sense of humor, biting bears in the ass and just running around.
Yeah.
You know what I
Trubisky.
mean?
All right,
Just
so
getting out
what's
there and
everybody's
getting
2
all
picks then? One,
God,
we got to
it's
do it
so
one
hard
final
to
here.
pick, man.
I know
I
it's tough.
say I'm gonna go with. Fuck, man, lions are big too, though. Because these are lions, not female lions, right? These are like male lions. They're not
so
lionesses.
now you're going to make a whole gender thing about
Well, no,
this.
because the lionesses are smaller, but they're also better at hunting.
I was
So we
just
got to
fucking
figure this out.
Here's what I'm doing. I take the 50 eagles.
Okay.
Just because it's cool.
2 of them
Can they fly you off?
Oh, shit.
go kill the hunter immediately. Bam, right in the head. Right, the weapons are gone.
Bam, right in the head.
Right in the head.
They was like, what?
Concussion.
They're kamikazing?
Yeah. Concussion. He's not dead, but he's feeling it in the
He's
morning.
off the playing field. He's off the playing field. I can't see straight.
So there's no long range weapons at play anymore.
Not to mention, just have if you have this kind of control over the Eagles, have one of them hit him in the head, the other take his gun. Guess what? Now he's got another man out there.
Whoa, we got an eagle with a gun now. And then the other 48 eagles,
Bam!
pick me up, fly me away. I'm safe.
Wow!
Just
Andy.
like that movie series you keep talking about,
Yeah,
Lord of the Rings.
yeah.
When they picked him up,
right.
Honorable awards.
Yeah, yeah.
and they saved him for no reason. They were like, "We'll just get in the fight now, right at the end."
Yeah.
I'm
'cause
taking
the
for
ring
sure.
rates would've,
For sure. Oh fuck! It's so tough. This is such a tough question. Based on everything we said today, I'm surprising myself, and I'm taking 3 bears and 10,000 rats.
Wow.
Because I know I'm gonna have the rats,
the rats will
stand
hold open the
guard.
lion's
And
mouth.
well, not even that. I think just 300 rats covering a fucking crocodile. I mean, that's gonna be a problem.
They're gonna get to it. They're
Be
gonna
like My
burrow.
Girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just feel like the lions
Yes,
are just
it
going
will
to
be
bat
like
them
My
all
Girl.
away. Rats versus bull. I have no doubt the stupid bulls are going to get overwhelmed. 'Cause they're
Right.
just dumb and they have small pea brains. But a fucking lion can just bat
No,
through, eat
dude,
them all.
but there's too many. They're everywhere. You only
10,000
It's
rats.
10,000.
That's a lot
Nick.
of rats. You're right. It's a lot
and
of
like they're gonna
rats.
get on your back and they're gonna be climbing and you're gonna be like, where do I swipe? And when you're swiping up here, they're on your legs.
Yep.
And then they're everywhere, dude. And then you get tired.
Then they go for the
So-
pud.
Yeah.
Oh man, they go right for the dick. So, what are you going to take, Tim?
I'm going. I can't believe I'm saying it, but I'm switching to what Andy originally said: 10,000 rats and 50 eagles.
Yeah.
It's a numbers
Control
game.
the land and the sky.
I just feel like
and
the
this-
Eagles aren't going to be able to do anything against
Eagles
the
are
Cowboys.
dude,
The biggest
they're
things.
suck. Eagles are
They
crazy.
have the weapons. They have air. Like that's the thing.
But
Is
let
like,
me ask you this question: You ever seen a cat kill a bird? You ever seen a bird kill a cat?
I have.
You ever
I've
seen a
seen
bird
cats
kill a
kill a
cat?
bird.
yeah.
There you go.
Eagles?
There's your answer.
Like we're not talking about like a Tweety.
It's true. I have seen an eagle actually pick a goat up and
Yeah,
drop it
like,
off the
fuck
side of a
those things
fucking
up.
mountain.
And we
Yeah.
got 50 of them, right?
Shit.
And then here's the thing: it's like the fact is that it's not a battle royale, last man standing. It is like just it's capture the flag.
Can one get you? What are you looking at? An
hold
eagle
on.
versus a bear?
Kevin, to control. Here comes this eagle versus a bear. All right, we'll see who's getting it. Who's getting and who's giving it? You know what I mean? Let's see who's the craziest one in the jungle.
These are my favorite battles. I love
Bald eagle attacks grizzly.
These are my
Is that
favorite
the
videos.
neck
to watch.
river.
One-on-one.
Look at this guy.
This
What
is
a
a malnourished bear.
Look at that.
What do you
guy.
mean malnourished? He's
weak.
He's
He
He
chilling.
might have just come out of
He's
hibernation.
not- yeah, I was gonna say he's not weak.
They come out, they lose like 100% of the weight.
He's just chilling. Good life up here. Gonna walk through this tall
Look at his
grass.
little
and
ass.
not
Look
worried
at this
about-
little
stabilized
fuzzy bear
footage.
I'm not
ass.
worried about
Just
ticks at
looking
all.
for a picnic table.
Is there a drone? This guy on a drone? Look at his ass. Bears have funny asses.
They do.
Just let it play from here, Cav. Yeah, thank you.
This is
You see,
Now
look,
imagine
what
this,
a great day. I'm sure I don't need a bunch of my. Ah!
the fuck.
The fuck? That eagle is trying to snatch me?
What's your problem?
Eagle trying to snatch my will.
See, going for the
Go
eyes.
for the fucking eyes, dude.
What am I telling you?
And that's an eagle not told you have to kill everything else.
Right?
Yeah, you know what?
50 of them.
Eagles go for the eyes. They're done, dude.
Team Eagle Rats.
Team Eagle Rats. That's a pretty good team there. It's a good team. I
No,
agree.
it's
Yeah. I
what
don't
it
like
is.
it though.
Peter Pettigrew.
Yeah. Makes for the Eagles.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Rattle.
Oh, God. This has been the
Thank
Kind of
you
Funny
for
podcast.
listening.
Thank you so much for joining us. Remember, each and every week, sometimes four best friends gather on this table, each coming to talk about whatever they want to talk about. If you like that and you enjoyed the show, head over to patreon.com/kindoffunny to support us. If you don't have any bucks to toss our way, no big deal.
okay.
Each and every episode goes live for free with ads, no pre and post show, not live. YouTube.com/kindoffunny, roosterteeth.com podcast services each and every Friday. If you'll excuse us, we got a post show to do for those patrons. But until next time, no. It's been our pleasure to save you.
Thank you for watching, Mr. Potter.